Prime one, that's him. Sky, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball, you goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true bogey, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fan before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops to get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try to see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a cook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone out the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true bogey, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah. Yes,
sir.
We're back. Happy Friday, everyone. Top of the morning.
Up on the top.
Top. Happy Friday.
Yeah, man. Happy Friday in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. We are back. Fresh off last night's Playmaker show. It was dummy lit. Appreciate everybody for checking us out and rocking with us, and especially those that got involved in on the mock draft. And
I've done pretty good so far. I've avoided all these mock drafts.
Okay, we got to get you down.
I'm lurking in the shadows going, nah.
Okay, I see you. I see he's in the laboratory.
He's like, I'm not giving away my secrets for Vegas.
And then I was watching when and then Bogey, he mentioned, he's like, I'm in too many leagues to be mocking, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not in many, but the ones that I will be in, I'm gonna want every advantage I can possibly have.
He's gonna be a shark.
Well, why have projectiles? That's how man defeats shark.
You know, there was like 4 quarterbacks taken in the first round and a super flex.
I really hope it happens that way.
You think
that would be cool?
Yeah, I guess the value of the quarterback.
I mean, QB premium's a different story. That when it's regular super flex, that's how it kind of should be, so to speak. You know what I mean?
It's not going to happen that way, though. I bet you.
I usually anticipate anywhere from 5 to 7 QBs in that first round of the season. It should be like that. But yeah, like we just told y'all, man. Appreciate everyone for pulling up to another live Friday edition of
Wake Your Game Up,
motherfuckers.
How many more Fridays, Lee?
We got 5 more motherfucking Fridays.
Yeah, start up that engine.
And engine's always revved and ready to go.
Let's just pause that just in case. He said he's ready. He said he's revved up and ready to go. All right. Well, you know what? I'm loving this morning. I woke up feeling pretty good. Like like it's just one of those mornings too. Everything went looked smooth and shit, and you know what I mean. And little man, he was excited for a Friday. You know, the kids, you wake them up and 5 minutes, doing all that. He just got up this morning. I'm like, okay, start brushing his teeth without me telling him. I'm like, oh shit, okay, look at the little man. He's ready to get a job now, isn't he? We're gonna get him some job applications today. Surprise! It's time to start pulling your weight around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think he's ready.
Let's run through the chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's
Run through the chat. Shout out everybody, man. We got PB and Dub in the building.
What up, PB and Dub?
Big bro said, gang, I just changed shifts at work. I'll be here for more of these early streams. Let's fucking get it, man.
Let's go. Shout out to PB and Wafer in this thing. That's our guy.
He said, like the stream chat. We fucking lit today, man. Them is facts.
Yeah, come on. Shit, I'm trying to get lit if I can find a lighter.
Hot Atlanta rise up. We got King D in the building.
LBC, man. There ain't nothing but summertime in the LBC.
We got Emil in the building.
What's happening, Emil? Emil, what part of Canada are you in again? You're in the East Coast of Canada, right?
Feel like we ask him once a month.
I know, right? Well, because I'm always like, what's the weather like out there? Like, every time I think of Canada, I just think of like snow and shit. You know what I mean?
think like everybody in Canada is mostly on the East Coast. Like it's heavily populated in just one area, right above Michigan.
So you mean there's a whole entire uncharted territory that I could claim?
Yeah.
Big bro said he in Ontario.
Ooh, nice. That's a nice area.
Shout out to the Argonauts, man.
What's
We got
up?
Song in the building, man.
What's up, Song?
We got Orange
Song.
Crush in the building, Chase.
What up, Big Bang?
Minnesota Denny in the building.
Denny!
Bakes a lot in the building.
Big Banks?
Ghost Monkey in the building, man.
Big Ghost.
Come on now. Uh-oh, we got Carl in the building.
Carl,
Top of the
big
morning.
Carl.
What's up, Big Carl in the building?
Big
Chicago
bro said
in
he
this
from the
thing.
motherfucking 6, man. Let's be exact, man. 100%.
He's out for the
Oh,
6, baby.
everything.
You know what I mean?
Right, because no one lives near Vancouver, Calgary, or Edmonton. Vancouver is the shit, bro. I've been there before. That motherfucker beautiful.
I know. I saw an
My
interview
mouth.
back in the day with Bret Hart. They were like, so how was it like growing up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada? And he's like, it was cold. You know what I mean?
It's cold.
It's cold. Yeah. But you know what? That's the type of place that breeds a Bret the Hitman Hart and the whole Hart family. Those some big motherfuckers too.
Shout out to Brandon. He said, debate for the crew. Do you draft fantasy players from your 3 division rivals or just pick players from the other 2019?
Well, check this out. I actually see this a lot in my home league that I had for hella years. Like I got the homie, he's a Cowboys fan, right? But he's a self-proclaimed realist. So he doesn't really draft his own players from his team, but he for sure drafts everyone in that fucking NFC East. And I get on him every year. And it's funny because I'm like, that's all you know, huh? You just watch only Cowboy games, you don't pay attention to your rivals, and then naturally he just plucks off all those guys. And I don't think he realized he does it every year. And I always point it out. I go, that's all you know, huh? You just know your division.
Talk about it.
Because people, they see recognizable names. Oh, I like that. He's hard. Especially when you're a Cowboy fan and you think your team is the best. So if you see a division rival who tears your team up, you go, this guy's really fucking good.
because we're the best, and he tears us up. AJ Brown. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is they start overreaching. But I'm just of the mindset, if the player is good, I want that player. I don't give a fuck what team it is.
Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I do hate players, like because they're from a team. And it's nothing against them. It's just the flag that they rocking. Like, if you're a Raider, I didn't hate you. I still want Brock Bowers. You know, I still want Genty. You know, hey, I love the value we get on Geno. And then the best part is if it doesn't work out, like last year, I had Zamir White. Then when Zamir White didn't do shit, fuck the Raiders and Zamir White. I was like, I knew I shouldn't have had Zamir White.
No,
you know what I mean? Then it becomes my fault. You know what I mean?
Therein lies
Fucking Zamir
the
White.
way that
we all had Zamir White, didn't we?
Right. Fucking
my team is built up basically on productivity alone, and that's it. And if it's a draft, I'm never thinking about oh shit. Personally,
only a scientist views it from the productivity standpoint.
I'll look at it just strictly from fantasy outlook, and if Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback, then you know he's the best quarterback. If Josh Allen's the best quarterback, then Josh Allen's the best quarterback. And then Lamar was the best quarterback last year at most formats. Then you know now he's the guy to have.
Yeah, I get all my draft advice from Bones.
Talk about it, Bones.
He doesn't say much, so it's a feeling thing. You know, I go, Bones, Josh Allen, huh? That's what I thought. See, just like that.
Shit, I got the yayas. PB and Dub said, "I'll never forget the 2019 Raptors. Shout out to Kawhi, man, 100%." And then Carl said,
I'll never forget it either when my Warriors just all died on the court in that series.
Kevin Durant with the blown Achilles.
Yeah, and Clay with the torn ACL.
Shout out to Clay and Megan Thee Stallion, man. I see you, Clay.
Oh, what? Corey Matthews got he went on from Topanga to goddamn Megan Thee Stallion. Okay.
Yeah, Clay's a cold dude.
You know why? She's probably as tall as him. And he's like, you know, because she was like twice the size as Tory Lanez. Huh? She used to carry Tory Lanez in the Birkin bag,
huh? Carl said, so I moved Waller to the IR in my 20-man leagues. Should I pick up Yoshi because I have Chase, Coker, a third defense, or the cream of Monagai? And that's not how you pronounce his name. It's
Money Gang.
It's damn. I wish I remember how they pronounced his name because it's a whole different saying, bro.
I call him a Money Gang. That's how I read it.
Money Gang.
I pick up Money Gang because Money Gang is one injury away from being a piece of that offense because it's going to be a 2-back system. He's the number 3 right now. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with that.
Hogan, we was talking about the leg drop last night.
Mm-hmm. Hogan leg drop. You know, you think about it, you're like, it's such a non-devastating maneuver, but it's like, well, he is like 360 in this hay, right? Or 350, whatever he was.
Hey, Minnesota did got a damn good answer to the question from a couple of comments ago. He said, I used to let my hate for the Packers reflect how I drafted. I would never draft any Packers at all, ever. It's no wonder why I never won a championship back then.
Like, you know what's crazy? It's like, I loved Aaron Rodgers so much because...
Don't get no realer than that.
Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are on record for years saying that when they grew up, they wanted to be a Niner. Their heroes were Joe Montana and Steve Young, just like me, man. And so I loved those guys. You know what I mean? And being from 49ers/Raider country, right? Everyone, all my homies that were Raiders, they hate Tom Brady and made me love him even more. I'll just be like, hey, just go ahead and tuck your feelings away that you have about Tom Brady. Yeah, what? What'd you say?
Yeah, I've been jinxed.
Hold on. You seem tuckered out. Just say everything that I can, just everything the word tuck except for tuck rule.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
you
two
mean the
times I
Duck Bowl.
drafted Aaron Rodgers, boy, that boy's shoulder fucked up on him. Oh my
Man,
mama.
hey, did he? He's getting
Huh?
old. He got a swollen shoulder right now.
No, I said the two times that I drafted Aaron Rodgers, his shoulder
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up on him.
yeah, his collarbone. Yeah,
Oh my
he had
mama.
him the 20. Was that 2013 and 17?
Something like that. Yeah.
I just remember these things because I had Aaron Rodgers too. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Oh my mama.
and you know what? I'll always go back to the well. Like, you know, for those years, like it wasn't until that the non-Devontae year in the 2020s, right? What was that, 2022? That was when he finally kind of, quote unquote, fell off the earth. Aaron Rodgers did. He looked it like Aaron Rodgers last year. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
play fantasy with your heart. Oh my mama, them is facts too, Chase.
Yeah, but see, I love my Niners, and I won championships with Rodgers over the years because I play with my heart. Because I'd be like, he's a Niner. His whole chip on his shoulder was that the Niners didn't draft him. Even McCarthy was on that staff with the Niners when they didn't draft him, and then when McCarthy eventually got to Green Bay, he would always give McCarthy shit for it. You know what I mean?
Did you on the fucking Adam Silver shit that I sent you, right?
Yeah.
Not Adam Silver. Was
Yeah,
Mike
Adam
Silver,
Mike
Silver
right.
shit where they was trying to break
Mike Silver.
where they was trying to break down how Shanahan was trying to backdoor LaFleur for Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. You know what's unfortunate about that shit too is that like that's karma because I mean we got karma from that because then here comes McVay the following year. I mean earlier than that and fucking backdoored us for Staffy. Or after that.
Oh.
It was after that. Because we had it all lined up with Staffy in goddamn Cabo, and then Sean McVay gets wind of it, obviously, because you know the agent is the crooked one that no one can trust.
100%. You gotta
Like,
leverage the best deal for your client. Them is facts. Ain't no motherfucking love and war.
Yeah, and he's like, look, we're over here in Cabo. LA is a lot faster to get to Cabo than it is coming from Frisco, bro. So like he beat literally this is how it happened. And he went over there with his wife. You know, and he's like, and you know, his wife's the supermodel or whatever the fuck. And he's like, all right, Stafford, here's what it looks like in LA. And he sold him the Hollywood Rams dream.
Yeah.
And his wife was there, and that was important. You know what? I can imagine Shanahan, they already had it lined up where it's gonna be like, listen, you know, for your wife to have the best doctors, Stanford's there in the Bay, you know what I mean? And then here's Sean McVay. You're gonna get out of Detroit, the hellhole, and it's the Hollywood Rams. You know what I mean?
Off a skiing trip, fresh off a skiing trip before he met him.
You feel me? Just
Oh my mind,
You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
yeah, he's always juiced, huh? Yeah,
Come
you're
on,
right.
man.
McVay does do coke. See, and I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad at McVay. See, this is where it comes to Rob. Of course, I hate him, but I hate him because he does it better. He does the Shanahan way better than him. You know what I mean? Like, hey, the students become the teachers at one point. You know what I mean? That's why Shanahan gets so much props from me is because he keeps being able to be at, you know, the consistent innovator, even though everyone takes away pieces from him every year. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
I hate you too, Shanahan, actually. Heartbreak.
Yeah, that motherfucker, man, he's giving up leads in the Super Bowl, man.
Change the
He
subject.
got a fucking track record of it.
You know what? I hate you too, Jaquaski Tart. Dropping Matthew
Dropping
Stafford's pick.
interceptions.
Ah,
Pop-Tart
we were
hands.
winning ugly with handsome Jimmy. That was already a win in itself.
Oh man. Sorry guys. We're you know, the fandom hood
My
is
bad,
taking
just
part
wake
of
your
us
game up, not my
and all the
fantasy session.
sorrows.
We're on
Whoa,
fantasy,
whoa.
bro. We live on the road.
Right. Brandon said, just think that's crazy for fantasy because you end up wanting your division rivals to put up big numbers all year, sometimes even versus your own team. 100%, bro.
That's true. You just got to remember it's a team thing. So when your team loses,
There's been so many times, right?
you can be mad
My
at
girl?
the defense.
So many times because my girl's diehard Niner and she doesn't play fantasy. So we be watching the game and shit. and she'd be like, "Fuck Matthew Stafford, man, fucking hurt him, fucking hurt him. Hold on, man, the fuck." I got Matthew Stafford everywhere, man. You just trying to kill him? Like that shit. You know what I mean? Shit trying to put, I hate Puka Nacua. His fucking hair, his fucking North. Hold on, his hair is luxurious. You know what I mean? Talk about putting all the bad juju on, putting no bad juju on my Puka shares.
Poke.
His
Carl
hair
said,
is like flames that just are on fire while he's catching the ball.
big 6x8 foot picture in circular hallway. Went on a tour of the Sky Dome, then went up the Needle. Talking to Emil about when he was in Toronto. Toronto.
Oh, I was there when I went to see the Red Sox. I have that in the wall right there. That's when I toured the old Rogers Stadium.
Oh,
They
that's
got a
federal,
place,
bro. I didn't know that.
Check this out.
Yeah, right here.
Is that when Joe Carter was playing, bro?
Seattle.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Joe Carter and Roberto?
The Red Sox.
Because Roberto Alomar, one of my favorite players.
Yeah, I went to Toronto.
What year is that?
That was in about 1994.
Oh, wow. Look
Yeah,
at
I
us,
went
man.
Right here.
Come on now.
Yeah,
That's federal
right
here.
That's
Come
Hey,
on,
Lee
bro.
is like sports Jesus. He was like in every event.
No, I just had a
I
nice
was there
aunt that used to take
when
me
Michael
to like,
Jordan
the
flew
Red Sox had
games.
something called Red Sox Destinations. I used to go to like
I got the
Yankee
thermometer
Stadium,
right
all
here.
ballparks.
He has it showed him the thermometer from the Michael Jordan flu game, man. Come on.
Yeah, I didn't go. I don't know into that.
No, hey, look, in downtown Seattle, they got a breakfast spot. It's called Biscuit Bitches. Yeah, and they have like giant biscuit sandwiches and giant biscuits and shit and things of that nature. But like, there's a sign on the door that says, "Keep the door closed to keep the bitches warm." Yeah, I've never been there, but everyone that I know that goes there and then they post it, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go to Biscuit Bitches. And I wonder if the food's even any good, or it's just the novelty that they call it Biscuits Bitches over there.
Bake said Wilkins just released yesterday, 57.2 guaranteed, 35.2 voided by cutting him. Paid him $23 million for 17 tackles, and he's still fighting for his 57, for his full 57. It's some bull.
Yeah, the NFL
from shit from a bull.
That bullshit.
I mean, it is. What happened to him? Did he have a season ender, or he just played shit?
No. What they're saying is he wasn't.
No. I'm talking about last season, like because he was the big accusation last year from them, which they
was a big old.
They were really poor. They were really poor in their interior.
They acquired him with injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Coming off the ACL. That's what.
Yeah, because
it was a foot. It was something to do with his foot, and he wants to rehab, and they wanted him to get another surgery on it.
And he didn't rehab at the facility like the guy from the freaking Cowboys.
And I think
Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
Diggs got they fined Diggs $500K for that shit.
Yep.
Fuck it. Let's take him to the streets because I think we did have some of this in out there in the streets, right?
Yep, it's in there.
All right, yeah, let's go take him to the streets.
Gang.
Good morning, and happy Freaky Friday.
Yeah, I love that.
Happy Friday, big bro.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to the chat, man.
Under the looming but not completed ESPN NFL deal, ESPN would own all of NFL Network and Red Zone, and the NFL would acquire up to 10 to 15% of ESPN.
Damn, Disney ain't messing around, huh?
And this is
your
badass.
company ain't missing.
This is badass right here.
Yeah.
Because, like, first of all, have you guys ever turned on NFL Network? Like, any time of the day that's not the morning?
It's 24/7.
Yeah, but a lot of it during the midday is like replays of shit.
Yeah.
It's like replays of the
There's
original
no shows
content.
on there. There's no
Yeah,
shows.
just last
and-
night before we got in the show, before we did the show, before I was watching I'm About It, they was replaying the motherfucking Rams and Eagles game last night, the snow game from the championship last night. Not the championship, but
the divisional.
Yep, on my mama.
They should take after Netflix and do some more football content like that.
I mean, Netflix is the other powerhouse too, because like what they're doing with the wrestling, like they have like wrestling documentaries and wrestling content outside of just having the home for Monday Night Raw. You know what I mean? Like everyone's aggregating their content in different. I mean, these streaming platforms are aggregating their content from everyone, and they're absorbing shit is insane right now. It's almost like the early 2000s with the mergers. Because, like, man, this is insane. Like, Disney's about to have a piece of the NFL now, even if it's just the network. But that gives them a chance to totally revise the NFL network. Because it's like out in the off season, it's shit. During the season, it's really all that it is right now. Outside of Good Morning Football, and man, that show is terrible.
Yeah,
you see that, Lee?
Yeah, I did. Now, as for the Washington Commanders, their new stadium deal could be approved next week. So they can say, fuck Trump.
Hey, Bo. Hey, PB and Dub said he had a bitch and biscuits in Nashville.
Okay, so that's it's not a standalone thing. So that's probably the original one down there in Nashville, probably. And they made it up there out to the great Northwest.
Well, we do know yesterday, Justin Fields has been misdiagnosed with a dislocated toe, but he walking and running on that field today like nothing happened.
That's right. I
get it.
I didn't want to say anything through the group chat, but I'll vocal my thoughts when I got that. I was like, I bet you anything, if this was a game, he might not have came off the field.
Yeah, he was perfectly fine today. He was running like nothing happened.
You know what's crazy is the precautionary thing is to bring out the cart. They do this like more often than not these days. So like that was what I was hoping for. But then at the same time too, I think he was actually torn ACL and broken foot, right? Then Lee goes in there like, ha ha, die, and then he reverse jinx him back to health.
Yeah, Lee. Man, I wanted to say shit in the group chat, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit on this one and just be like,
Lee
Lee
brought him back to
Vegas, and I'm gonna rip your ass like a paws motherfucker.
But usually when a player walks off on his own and then
I know I give you shit, man.
I'm gonna rip your ass like a paws,
I take it from your motherfucking ass every fucking day.
Well, the Chargers. That's an easy target.
For that motherfucker.
Hey, look, it's
This
actually
is night and day difference between the Chargers and Justin Fields walking off the field, basically. They brought out the cart and they were like, "Nah, we don't really need this." He's
they
like,
should have took Kid out of the cart.
He sat in the front seat.
He sat in the front seat.
Oh
my mama.
He got the front row privilege.
That's what was so crazy. They didn't drop that at first. They just said the cart. Then when the real story came out, that motherfucker shotgun, bruh.
That motherfucker put his foot up on the thing. Outside the front.
He was probably going in the back.
That's how Marshawn Lynch was driving the motherfucking car. Barkley's turf. He was
get back to it the next day.
Yeah.
Oh my mom.
Yoking it.
Come on now.
That's funny because Aaron Rodgers, he told that story on Pat McAfee before. Because they're like, what was Marshawn like in college? He's like, he just started laughing before he could even tell a story. He's like, we're at this game. It was halftime. And he's like, I think they were getting blown out or something. And he's like, we're in the locker room, like, where's Marshawn? He's on the field in the golf cart. And he says he calls it yoking, dipping and yoking. It was dipping and yoking on the motherfucking Golf cart. Let's go.
Well, coming out of Rams country, the Rams currently consider Texas quarterback Arch Manning to be far and away the top compared to other they are saying he's the heir apparent to Matthew Stafford. Even if Stafford doesn't play in if he plays in 2026, they're still going to go after Arch Manning.
Look at what they did. They traded their first round last year to Atlanta to acquire Atlanta's first round this year. Yeah. What do you think Atlanta's going to do this year? Like, how good do you think they do?
I mean,
they
playing with two teams in the New Orleans Saints and the motherfucking Panthers that's probably projected to only get 5-6 wins, 100%. So they fighting for the division title this year. You get into the dance, you got a chance.
The Buccaneers or the Falcons is what you're saying, right? Like,
you get into the dance, you got a motherfucking chance, and they got an easy path if they win the division.
Carolina, Carolina, I think, is in the mix in the division this year for what it's worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a big jump.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It'd be a third year leap for a third year step for a QB, like, as they say, right? The third year step, right? I listen. I'm not even believing in
the quarterback. The
when it comes to
quarterback is not even the worst of it. I think over there in Carolina, that the figuring out the defense and what's going, how to prevent the fucking 30, 40 points and all that bullshit that they were giving up. It wasn't all to blame on the quarterback. In fact,
winning a playoff game, PB and Dub.
The offense, it seemed to be able to kind of keep them in contention in a lot of these games. They didn't get blown out.
What up, bro?
Expect one of the worst teams in
what up, bro?
Records wise. They were pretty competitive.
Hey, right when we were just talking about the Falcons, okay, put it in the chat, Ron. What we looking at here with the Falcons this season? Because that Rams pick the Falcons got the Rams got the Falcons' first round pick because they might have enough ammo to move up. Is ultimately to get to what I'm saying about the Arch Manning shit.
But Arch ain't coming out until I think he says he's going to be like his the Mannings. He wants to stay off.
Well, Stafford signed a 2-year extension. Remember? Or whatever it was. It was a 2-year. It wasn't a
2-year deal. But they said even if he plays in 26, they're still going to go after Manning.
Manning might not come.
Yeah, he's gonna.
For the draft.
Because if you look at the past record from Eli and Peyton,
when's the season start?
College for
next
4
week?
years.
When's
his uncle's nephew?
This week or the week? How many more weeks?
Let me ask y'all though: is Arch Manning his uncle's nephew, bro?
I don't give a fuck, really. It's like I want to see this guy get out on the field first.
Yeah, but is he good?
Is he?
You couldn't really see what he played 3 games last year. There's not really much you can see in 3 games.
Yeah, and if he was good, he would have earned his right on that field because
that's Twin Ewers, but exactly.
Chase said the Falcons under is 7.5 wins. And Ron said he want to come on, man. Ron said send him the link so he can let us know about them Falcons.
Okay, yeah. Shoot him.
We got Hefe in the building too. We salute to my dog Hefe. Buffalo stand the fuck up.
Hefe in the building.
And then Minnesota Den said, how is the panel feeling about Neighbor's toe?
If you want me to elaborate on that, it's gonna be managed with pain management. He's as Nabber said, he says could do it with pain management.
Yeah, he's been cutting up out there on the field already.
He was getting moon shots.
Scored a nasty touchdown.
This morning from Russell Wilson.
Nasty.
Brandon said there's an NFL section at Disneyland.
Nah, they used to have a thing called the ESPN
Zone.
Okay. Disney.
It was in Disney downtown.
But they got rid of that. It wasn't successful.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother Candlestick. There was a handful of games there, or a handful of Thanksgivings. We was out there, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, we got to go watch this Niner game, and they had the big ass screen outside, but it was super old school by that point. So it was like, because probably like 10 years prior to that, it was like, when did they have that ESPN there shit? Because I was there like 2013.
Yeah,
They had it like 2013. It was still there.
the building is barely getting renovated into something new.
Yeah, because they had the little arcade woo-wop on the top floor, and
Yeah,
they had a cool little bar in there, and that the food was decent.
yeah, reimagining that whole concept with that building.
ESPN is back, baby.
All right, so we discussed about Christian Wilkins. Well, the Raiders showing decided to release him, and what is it? Just over a year after they signed him to a 4-year, $110 million deal, including $84.75 guaranteed. The Raiders opted to void the remaining $35.2 million Wilkins' guaranteed money last month, which has triggered a grievance with the NFLPA.
Yeah. You know what's funny too? You got someone like Tom Brady in the building now too. Mark goes, how do you think we should handle this? Man, get rid of him. That's what we used to do in New England. Good. I want to be just like New England.
Well, coming out this morning, Chiefs Andy Reid said wide receiver Rashee Rice will take normal reps in camp despite potential suspension, and he's also being monitored for a new minor injury, knee injury he suffered in camp.
A new minor knee injury?
Yes.
So this is the opposite knee is when they say new, is what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Even if it's a new one on a surgically repaired torn ACL.
All it says is he's being monitored for a minor knee injury to the opposite leg of his repaired leg.
You know, this is usually where I would go into a spiel how I'm a doctor and you can't play football without a knee, let alone two. But we'll just bypass that whole thing. Continue.
Okay, I sent it to you, Ryan.
Well, speaking of Matthew Stafford, he's dealing with a reoccurring back soreness and will be limited in workouts per Sean McVay. So,
Emil says Arch has potential. Top of the morning, Candlestick.
What's up, Candlestick?
Bro.
He says starts the week. We are in Vegas.
Let's go.
PB and Dub says I don't like Nola, but Arch Manning on the Saints would bring that team back to relevance.
Facts.
And then
I'm
Brandon said,
Shador just to have to put fans in the seats.
And then Brandon said, compensating injuries when your body is trying to compensate from the struggles on the opposite side.
Facts.
Top of the morning,
Ron.
What's up?
Hey, Ron, what are we going to get from your Falcons this year for a record-wise?
I finna tell you our pass rush is going to eat this year.
Yeah, for sure. Pierce and Walker.
Yep.
And who you guys got in the interior? Because I remember both you guys had a pair of veterans there last year.
I think they let Grady go.
Wow, Jared. Okay.
Grady went to Chicago.
Yeah.
That's a good spot for him.
Yes and no.
Well, he's like 31 anyway, but yeah. But
that's what I'm saying. He on the down. He on his career, so we were not going to pay him all that money. Do he deserve to get paid? Yes, but he at the end of his career.
Yeah.
So, how much more you got in the tank?
That's true.
And man, that dude said 7.5. I don't believe none of that shit. I mean, they always say
it's what Vegas has.
That right.
That's
they always say their team run them in six.
That's really good, actually, for Vegas standards. They're viewing your team as you guys are gonna rack off some wins there. You know what I mean?
I mean, I just said let the team play.
You guys have been an 8 or 9 win team the past, maybe 2 out of the last 3 years or 2 out of the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's fair, 7.5.
I say Vegas don't even know who all we got on defense or offense. So for they to say that, nah, I don't respect Vegas. And they're just me though.
So you think your team gonna be over the 7.5 wins, big bro?
Yeah.
That's
Most
easy. That's some easy money for you, then, big bruh.
Most definitely.
I like
No.
I
This-
like AJ Terrell a lot. Love him.
Mhm.
Then I love your because he can take care of one side. Then I
Mhm.
love your safeties there. You got obviously my man
Jesse,
Jesse. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Jesse Bates,
Uncle
right?
Jesse.
And then you guys got a youngster over there, Watts, Xavier
Yeah,
Watts.
we got two of them. We got Xavier Watts and Billy Bowman.
Billy
Watch
Bowman.
out-
Okay,
watch out for them
I
two.
gotta keep my eye on him for that. And then see, but the other spot, the other opposite side of AJ Terrell, that's where I'm worried about on y'all defense.
See, the rumor is we might finna go after the corner that played for the Chargers.
Oh, it's Santa Samuel
Fonte.
Jr.
He's just floating.
Yep.
He's just floating around.
Yeah,
he would be.
Yeah,
he
but
would
you
be
know,
good
he's
as the
coming off
number
a
2.
back injury. You know that,
He's
right?
not as good as. Oh, that's what it was.
Right.
Yeah, the back injury.
But the way they said it, he healed. So now he reaching out to different teams. Well, not
There's only
him,
3
his
teams
agent.
interested in him. From what I know.
Right. So
Shout out to Mike Joseph, Mike.
What
So-
up, Silky Johnson in the
and
building.
Kobe Bryant. Yeah. He nice.
Good looking PB and Dub.
Yeah, shout out to PB and Dub.
He real nice. He did not get drafted. He should have. I think he was one of the top 5, top 10 corners in the draft, in my opinion.
Okay, well, you guys got him undrafted.
Yep.
Okay, so he actually might have he has a path to be
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah. A clear path. Let me say that.
And then you guys, I do like the addition of Divine Diablo because like he could also play nickel. You know what I mean? So like the reason I pay attention to shit like this is because these guys are gonna eat in fantasy. You know what I mean? Like that shitty corner, whoever that shitty corner is opposite of AJ Terrell, he's gonna eat in fantasy because they're gonna pick on him. You know what I mean? Like QBs are
I don't think this year we're gonna have a shitty corner.
You hear what I'm saying? When you're not the best corner,
Right.
on that team, that offense is gonna pepper you. They're gonna pick on you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I finna give y'all an inside scoop right now.
Talk about it.
The Carolina, what they did last year, they will not do this year.
Oh, you talking about the little hot streak at the end of the year?
Yes.
Being competitive?
Yes. This division go down to Tampa Bay and Atlanta. Everybody else don't stand a chance with our defense.
It's all gonna be about barring injuries. Yes, I agree with you.
I mean, it is where Raheem Morris got to come into play, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, this is his archetype. You know what I mean?
He's supposed to be what they said the godfather of defense.
Think about this. Sean McVay had to go and, you know, he had Wade Phillips, lost the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He had kept Brady the lower scoring, whatnot. But then, you know what I'm saying? He went through these different cats making a name for themselves. Raheem Morris, he came from the Dan Quinn tree. You know what I mean?
What?
And, you know what I'm saying? Boom. He won a Super Bowl with them. Boom. Next thing you know, Raheem Morris in that conversation now. So, like, you know what I mean? And he's arguably the one they should have hired when they moved on from Dan Quinn, in my opinion. That Arthur Smith is crazy.
To me, I don't like Raheem. I want to be a bad check, to be honest with you.
I thought Belichick was going to go there. I ain't going to lie.
He was, but
I want to be a bad
I
check.
thought he was going to go there, get fucking, he was going to get Cousins.
Right. But
they got Cousins.
But our
got half of it done.
Yeah, I know, right there. Like,
our owner.
You know, Cousins has the same exact birthday as Tom Brady. Fun fact.
Oh, wow.
But our owner.
Like, it doesn't matter. He's no Tom Brady.
Our owner was trying to keep everybody to keep their job. If Bill Belichick would have came, he wanted to be the GM.
Oh, he wanted to be everything, yeah.
Right.
Good.
Hey, Ron, read that comment about your team.
The pass rusher is going to make the coverage grew much better in ATL. Yeah,
How you feel about that?
Mhm.
I love it because
Yeah.
now we got some
Two
real
first
dogs.
rounders is they got to make a difference. And like, here's the thing: is like they probably couldn't decide between Walker or Pearson, and when Pierce kept falling, they're like, screw that first round next year. Let's go get him.
To be honest, what I've been hearing, we wanted James Pierce Jr. first. We wanted him. But since Carolina pulled a Carolina, we got Jalen Walker from Georgia. So now he heated at Carolina.
Oh, because Carolina was supposed to go up and get him.
Yes. And they got the wide receiver, Maloney, or whatever the F his name.
Mick something. What is his name? McMillan. Yeah,
McMillan.
Tetris. But yeah, and then, okay. So ultimately, to answer your question, because we got some more of this news to break down. But we're glad you're here on the panel now. So so you said they're 8 or better. 8 wins or better is what you said.
Yes. Yes.
So, okay, so let's say the teens, that'd be like the Rams pick now that from y'all would be like somewhere in the teens.
I would say somewhere 24th, 25, somewhere like that.
What's up, Crooked?
24, 25.
What?
Okay, so you got you guys, you think, because honestly too, 10 wins has been winning that division since the age of 17-week seasons. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if if the it really, to me, just like before you came out, I have it as the Buccaneers and the Falcons here fighting for that division. Carolina, though, I am going to say Carolina, just based on what they did and how they finished up, they can start off strong like that. Like I said, this division could be won by 10 wins or better. Like it might be a 3-legged race. And I am totally counting out the Saints.
See,
they're doing it on purpose.
Tampa Bay offensive lineman, he injured. He gonna be on the PLP list at the beginning of the season.
Who, Godwin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right there, you losing your best offensive lineman.
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs.
Right.
They say he'll be back eventually, but there's not an exact time.
There's no timetable.
Right.
And that is a big blow to that offense. But they do get the ball out.
You cannot protect Baker Mayfield.
Here's the thing. It was already bad last year to a degree. And he had to make plays with his legs because of it when the pocket would collapse.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice, but damn, he almost ran for 500 yards. Like how many yards did Baker put up on the ground? He went crazy. He was running around like a
Isn't
roaster.
Tampa missing Tristan Wirfs also?
That's what we just said.
Yeah.
So that right there, that a big blow to that offensive line. We played them week 1 in ATL.
Oh shit.
Week 1.
They're gonna test that offensive line right out the gate.
Yep. So now you got 2 pass rushers, and you got the D tackle that we got for
Shit, we're playing y'all this year too, man, and I'm worried about the same thing too when we play y'all.
To be honest,
the New York Giants too, like
y'all
got
a better offensive line than Tampa Bay do.
Here's the thing, I would disagree with that, so to speak. Well, actually, I will agree because we have Trent Williams, bro. So any line with Trent Williams is going to be one of the best lines.
Right.
To say that. So as long as he's healthy, though, there's a big asterisk because he's Big Sugar's getting up there. He's real long in the tooth now.
So see, I thought y'all were going to take an offensive lineman this year. Be y'all first pick, but y'all took the other pass rusher that came from Georgia.
The Michael Walker.
Man, they say Williams is out there bullying Suge, bro.
Okay, I'd like to hear that. Yes.
That shit, they say he got his motherfucking arms and his hands up under his pads and lifted, bro. 100%, dog.
I finna tell y'all this.
I've seen that from multiple 49er reporters.
I finna tell y'all this. Y'all got a dog
Talk about it.
Y'all got a motherfucking dog. A
Okay,
pit
good.
bull
Thank you for
off
that.
of a leash.
Talk about it.
That's who y'all got.
That
Who, Michael
motherfucker,
Williams?
does that pit bull got
Yeah.
rabies?
I'm a Georgia fan. And what he did in college, he finna do for y'all.
He's
And
an edge setter.
Yes, he don't play the.
And you know
the
what else too,
bullshit.
Bogey? That motherfucker, when they called him on the phone, John Lynch said, we tried to trade up for you.
He
Did you hear John Lynch say that?
I love
Yeah.
that.
John told him, man, we tried to trade up for you. Matter of fact, here go coach right here. 100%, bro. That shit. They didn't want no offensive alignment.
see,
go.
That whole drafts, and see, I just seen that clip like last week or 2 weeks ago. But the way that they drafted it told us they wasn't prioritizing offensive line because they took one in the
Here's-
7th round, the only one. And for
Yeah.
John Lynch to say we tried to trade up for you, but you failed to us, tells you that they didn't want no offensive lineman the whole motherfucking hunt.
Here's another thing why I was saying I kind of disagree when he said our line is better than Tampa's is because the scheme definitely makes the line better. You know what I mean? Like Shanny's gonna scheme to get that ball out.
I don't
Get
think
it out where it needs to be.
I don't think it's a scheme. I just think overall talent, y'all better. Overall talent.
Trent Williams is the best in the game.
I've been watching y'all.
Our lines, listen, our line got diminished. If you've been watching it, it's that whole right side is different now.
But trust me,
Yeah, but Pooney is good. So I don't know what's going on with Colton McKivitz. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with our right tackle McKivitz, but Pooney from last year is a damn good guard. Now they say that the left guard position they say that 7th round pick that we got for the left guard, he got action at motherfucking start. 100%, bro.
He has a gang of starts in college is when I was reading.
100%.
I'm finna tell y'all like
he's like this. John Lynch, his quote on him was he's battle tested.
100%. I want to say he came from Iowa, bro.
I'm finna tell y'all
You be
like
looking at Iowa like a motherfucker too.
Come on now, you already know.
if you get a offensive line for Iowa, Nebraska, all the Big 12 schools, you got something.
Come on now.
Yeah,
that's all they do is run the
motherfucking by real
ball.
pass rush. They're being tested by real pass rush all day.
Yeah.
And they're in NFL style offenses where
that's the big corn-fed motherfuckers up there in Iowa and Nebraska and all that.
You're gonna be in a lot of zone schemes too, and so because that's a lot. That's what makes up for the lack of technique for some of these linemen in these zone schemes. Because if you're just athletic and you're able to move, move with the pocket when it needs to be, you know what I mean, like and get down the field and blocking all the shit, you know what I mean.
I'm finna tell you, y'all do the same thing that the Rams do, that we do, that
shake candlestick,
that Detroit.
You mean they all do what we do?
Right, that's what I mean.
Is the thumbprint.
That's what I mean. Everybody do what y'all do.
Yeah, thank you.
So you got to have.
You just made Bones very happy.
You got to have a good offensive line to protect your quarterback, to block the running back, and y'all got that. Y'all been having that for the last 5 years.
Don't die on me, Trent Williams.
So y'all running game, CMC finna come back.
Don't die on me, CMC.
So make it so bad. Your running back and my running back been working out together this offseason.
And the brother.
Yeah,
and the little brother.
Okay, and look at this. Last year, just going back to like Dynasty, right? Dynasty fantasy, we diagnosed things. We split hairs. People were like, "Oh, there were some people taking Brees over Bijan." I'm like, I'm taking Bijan just on talent alone. Plus, he's gonna be the CMC in that offense. That's what I was saying last year. Like, and then Zach Robinson, he fucked me up because when he started saying that verbatim, remember that, right, Ron? He was like, I'm going to use them like the 49ers use CMC. I'm like, there it is. Give it to me.
Yeah.
All the Bijanis.
So I'm finna tell y'all offensive lineman is going to be really good this year. Now,
I hope so.
Now, what got me scared, your secondary.
We are Swiss cheese on paper.
Your secondary, your safeties, that would have got me a little shaky right now.
It's always been that way. But now that we got, if we can get Salah's aggressive style front back in action, that definitely compensates for
Your safety.
our secondary,
Right.
especially at corners, because that's
Right.
where I do like Lenore. Lenore's he's actually grown into become one of the better underrated motherfuckers. So
Right.
I'm okay with him.
And they paid him early too.
And they paid
Right.
him early to kick because they thought they're like, don't let him earn it. We're going to demand more money. We're going to have to move on from him. Hugh Fanga, unfortunately, what happened with him? They had to let him go. Good for him. He got his bag.
Right.
But like, then we bring in Justin Pinnock, which is very low key, but he was a solid guy in New York. And then for some reason, management, he said the GM was just like, all right, we're going to cut him after like 2 years. And then like he goes and balls out with New York. And so that with the other New York team. And balls out as in like on a shitty team.
Right.
Numbers, you know what I mean?
If y'all the fits y'all secondary,
it's not going to happen this season. It's all predicated on our front set. We're going to be a funnel.
I think y'all finna go back to the old Patrick Willis and the other one who y'all had went to the
Bowman.
Yes.
Laurel Bowman,
Y'all
Aldon Smith.
Yeah, y'all finna go back to
Ahmad
those.
Brooks.
We have
y'all finna. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of players make
our interior. If our interior is like a wall again, like that's it's gonna be nasty.
Yes,
we're gonna have because we're gonna funnel people towards Bosa.
Right.
Because you're gonna have a whole wall in the middle, theoretically, and then you got Mike Hill setting the edge on whatever side.
So I finna tell you that Michael Williams will have 8 sacks this year. But
you know what's crazy? That would put him on par for like the average sack totals of the opposite Nick Bosa in those years.
Because now
going crazy.
Now y'all got that.
Put him up for their defensive rookie.
Remember Kerry Hyder? Kerry Hyder had like 8.5.
Right. Y'all got that.
Samson and Ebuchan. He had
y'all
like
got that two-headed monster.
Like
it's
what happens. But then and we paid up. We were willing to trade up for him. I hope he does. Let's go.
So if you get any pass rusher from Georgia, or you got somebody.
Well, it's like the kid from Nolan Smith.
Yes.
Teams
Nolan Smith is killing it over there. They got Philly just won a Super Bowl with like Georgia defense right there.
Right. Everybody, right. Everybody that was good at Georgia went to Philly.
Well,
Howie Roseman was a smart motherfucker.
Pay those fuckers for the next couple
and he started bringing them. He got this core to like the Jalen. Who was it? Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Nakobe Dean.
I think Carter is going to be the best
because that's also going to add to your locker room morale. Like, okay, I got this core of homies that's going to go to war together.
So I'm finna tell you again, if you got a pass rusher from Georgia in the last 2 years, you got something.
I like it. What else you got for me? What else you got for us here?
Yes, I got something about your 49ers.
Okay, lay it on us.
Well, 49ers, John Lynch noted there's no timeline yet for Brandon Ayuk to return.
Oh, why are you going to tell us the bad news? Bones doesn't like that.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just giving you the 49ers.
No, don't say sorry to me. Apologize to Bones.
Sorry, Bones. I just don't want a bag of bones when I come home from Vegas.
Pause.
So I look at when we play y'all, it's going to be a very close game. But y'all will win.
I hope so. No offense. You can fill in the blank. I hope we beat every team.
I mean, it is what it is.
It's going to be a trap game. Every time we play y'all, it's a fucking trap game. Remember that one game? Who was it? We pulled somebody. Somebody pulled us back 1 yard. Who was that?
Top of the morning, Albert.
I think it's whatever.
We were playing the Falcons in 2019. In 2019, we were on a roll, and then we dropped one to y'all. Well, we lose one of the Seahawks, then we drop one of y'all. But we were about to go 10-0. We dropped one of the Seahawks, then we dropped one of y'all, and it was like a last second thriller.
What?
But we're about to score, and we get pulled back, like a fucking right at the goal line.
What?
I can't remember what receiver it was.
Brandon Ayuk had two touchdowns in that game.
This was the 2019 season.
Yeah.
But then the last time we played y'all, the last time we did it to y'all with Ayuk.
Yeah.
Well, Bengals Joe Burrow is expected to play in more preseason games as the team looks for a fast start this upcoming season.
That's I like that. Well, because think about this: the Super Bowl run they had right that year. They started off 0-3, but he was also coming off the ACL, so they didn't see him in any preseason. He had the knee brace starting week 1, but they went 0-3 and got to the Super Bowl. That's insane. I don't know if they went 0-3. Oh yeah, I think they went 0-3.
The problem is with Cincinnati, they just score touchdowns, but how you gonna stop people?
Yeah, exactly. You can score, but your defense is not there. And
Right.
they don't have Trey Hendrickson there that long.
And you don't got the other pass rusher.
Yeah.
That you get drafted.
So what's his name? Shamar
Stewart.
Right.
Shamar
So
Stewart.
how you gonna get to the quarterback?
Facts.
Yeah,
love their linebackers in fantasy this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just score touchdowns, but you cannot stop no team.
Yeah.
So it like, do you really want that? Yes or no? You got to put up 38 points every game.
Exactly. Well, Chris Godwin recently had a second ankle surgery this spring.
Last spring.
Yeah, well, they said
spring was all the way up until the end of May. I'm like, damn, if it was that early, they kept that on the hush.
Yeah, hush on that one, yeah.
That's like recent.
Yeah, so and as for Russell Wilson, will be the New York Giants starting quarterback to begin the season via head coach Brian Daboll.
That's fact.
How many games y'all think the Giants gonna win this year?
Somebody pull up their schedule.
That schedule is the toughest in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me pull it up for you.
And they got defense.
Yeah, they do.
They got Swiss cheese. They're gonna Swiss cheese a lot of those bad offensive lines, bro, because they got a crazy. Their front is insane.
You got the pass rusher, Carter.
Yep. Then you got Thibodeau.
Then you got Thibodeau.
You got Brian Burns. He's gonna play like outside linebacker.
Right. So you got three-headed monster.
All right. Here's your schedule.
Then you got Dexter Lawrence.
They start off at Washington.
That's a L.
Then they go to Dallas.
L.
Then they go. Then they
might beat Dallas.
I'm giving them an L.
Then
it is rest. Okay, hold on. We're living in a world. It is rest. Okay, and Dallas, their defense is mad sus too.
Right.
Week 3, they play home to Kansas City.
How about this? I'll have them split with Dallas.
Yeah.
Then they play at home week 3 to Kansas City.
L.
Week 4, they play at home to my Chargers.
L.
Hold on. You know what's crazy? Dang. Whatchamacallit's line is hella bad too. Kansas City, that might be rough. And you have Russ who did play well against that team twice last year.
But remember, he was with who last year?
He was with or not twice last year. I mean twice 2 seasons ago, I should say.
So
yeah, last year he was with Mike.
Right. So they got a better offensive line than the Giants do.
I mean, when the Giants line is healthy, because that's the only thing is the Giants line hasn't been healthy.
Right.
And they drafted buses on the in the first round on the offensive line too.
So
yeah, you're right.
Your line
was a bust.
Your line not healthy, and you play Kansas City. Make that make sense?
You know what? They're taking an L still.
Week 4, they play my Chargers at home.
I got the Chargers winning that game.
Yeah, boom.
Then they go week 5, they play at New Orleans.
Dub.
A dub.
Week 6, then they play at home to Philadelphia.
L.
L.
Week 7, they play at Denver.
L.
L.
Week 8, they play at Philadelphia.
That will split.
I'm gonna give him an L again.
I give them W.
I think at this point, we might have already saw a switch.
Week 9, they play at home to San Francisco.
I'm hoping
L.
they've already made the switch to Jackson Dart here too, and then that's an L.
I don't think Dart will play this year.
I think
he
we'll
does
see him
by
by
half
week
season.
8-9.
I think the Crab lads.
They gotta be 7-1 going into week 9.
They gotta be 7-1.
Yeah, that ain't fucking happening.
Otherwise, they're gonna move on from him They're gonna move on from Dangerous real quick.
Or
week 10, they're at Chicago.
L.
Week 11, they're at home to Green Bay.
Another L.
Week
Another
12,
one.
Week 12, they're away to Detroit.
L.
Week 13, away to New England. That's a possible win.
That
No,
L.
No, that's an L. That's an L.
L.
Then you got a bye week. Then week 15, they got Washington at home.
L. That when Dabo will get fired that week.
Week 16, at home to Minnesota.
L.
Week 17, at Las Vegas. Week 18, they got Dallas at home.
Vegas.
And it's at Vegas.
I would say Vegas will beat them.
Well, you got to think, week 17, they're not going to play many players also.
Oh no, they might. If they want to find another
If they're
team.
in contention, yes.
Right. If they want to find another team, like at that time, it would be like a trial. What you do on film, you just take it somewhere else. Be like, look, I did this.
Exactly.
I need to get paid.
PB and Dub said Bengals should have been in the playoffs if the Chiefs didn't fold versus Denver last year, week 17. Emil said the Giants will win 6 games.
See?
Saints sucks. Bucks are starting out in a rough spot. Falcons may actually be able to pull it out this year. Shout out to Brandon. And PB and Dub said Jordan Davis is a dog.
Yes. And he lost 40 pounds this offseason.
Yeah,
Talk about it.
Yeah, he thought he lost a lot. His speed.
Shout out to
nasty.
Albert too, man. Shout out to the whole chat, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up on this Friday, man. 100%.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Now, as for, let's see what we got here. The Cowboys cornerback Trevon Diggs' future in Dallas is uncertain as the team demands more leadership accountability from him. So we may be looking at our last year of Trevon Diggs. Stetson Bennett for the Rams is going to be the primary preseason quarterback. So I guess we got to see what the. I'm not going to say. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I was going to say.
He's a national championship winner in college, though, right?
He's also he likes the alcohol too. I was going to say.
Oh, that's what he like. That's how he likes to relax in his off time, huh? With the alcohol.
The pup list because he had an alcohol problem.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
No, yeah, he was a problem there. As for Kyron Williams, expects to get an extension done and will prepare for week 1 without a new deal. As for your 49ers, Joanna Man Jennings reported to camp and he did not formally request a trade, period. So now, as for the
That's
Cowboys,
good news. I'm glad to hear that. He did not request a trade.
He did not request a trade, no. That's probably coming out from his reputation to probably for the 49ers to get a deal going. You know what I'm trying to say?
Come on now.
Now, as for Cowboys linebacker DeMar Overshawn, he's progressing well in rehab and targeting a mid-season return.
Okay.
Now, as for there's a reunion in Vegas. Jamal Adams is coming back to the Seahawks. Oh, no. So the former Seahawks, Jamal Adams, is coming back to the Raiders. Apologize on that one. And he's teaming back up with, what's his name? Pete Carroll, man. And
Sure.
we had several announcements of retirements. Tyrone Matthew retired.
The Honey Badger.
Jimmy Graham retired. And
Shout out to the U.
Jordan Hicks announced his retirement.
Okay. OG Jordan Hicks.
Yeah. And as for the Vikings, they're going to wear white helmets on Christmas and throwback uniforms twice this season.
On Christmas, is it a home game for them?
No, they play. I truthfully don't know, but I know they're wearing that uniform against my Chargers week 8.
Off top.
I do know that one. They're wearing those whiteout uniforms. Have you seen them? They're whiteout ones.
No, I ain't seen them.
Almost like the Bengals, like they have with the Tiger one, all white with the stripes, but
Yeah.
it's just straight all white jersey, pants, and white helmet. They're white. They're called whiteout. Now,
Yeah, that should be clean. You said Christmas Day, right?
Yeah. Now, as for the Dolphins, they lost cornerback Artie Burns who suffered a torn ACL.
Shout out to the U.
Yeah. Now, just the Cardinals signed their second round running back Will Johnson to a 3 terms on a fully guaranteed deal.
That's the cornerback.
Yeah. Now, the Giants placed linebacker Andrew Thomas on the PUP list, but he should be ready for the opener.
The Giants, Andrew Thomas?
Andrew Thomas, yes.
What position he played? Left tackle?
He's left tackle. Now, as for Eagles linebacker Nakobe Dean, he's on the PUP list. And the Falcons put Troy Anderson on the PUP list. And the Texans put Joe Mixon on the NFI list, while Damian Pierce is on the PUP list.
Okay. Yeah,
And
because
that's
Pearsall, yesterday they had a video of Pearsall running routes, and he's on the motherfucking still on the PUP list too.
Yeah.
So being on the PUP list it don't mean that you can't work out and shit. You just got to
you
do
can be
that
with the
shit over
team.
there.
It's just that it's when you can when about you can come back.
Well, no,
Now,
you can still work out, but you just can't work out with the team. Like I said, I seen Ricky Pearsall running routes and doing all types of little cuts and shit. It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, but he's still on the PUP list.
I think I saw exactly the same thing. Yeah. Now, as for the Commanders, have officially placed standout wide receiver Terry McLaurin on the reserve did not report list as his holdout begins. But the Commanders came out yesterday morning and the GM said, we'll do whatever we can to get a deal done. So, but he's also being fined $50,000 a day for not being
but if they get the contract done, they're gonna void that shit.
No, they said they can't because of the laws in the state they are in. They can't reduce it. It was on NFL. I saw that yesterday on Good Morning Football. Where is it? They're in what? Where is it? Delaware? They not like other states. They can't reduce the fine money, so he has to accumulate the $50,000 a day. And usually teams just forego that money and say, okay, forget about it. But unfortunately, in that damn state, they can't.
Yeah, they might be able to get it in the contract though.
Yeah, that's what they're
sign his contract.
Yeah. Yeah, a part of the signing bonus part.
Something, yeah.
The money. Yeah. Hey, Ron, I was just saying that Troy Anderson is on your PUP list.
Yeah, I think he finna get cut too. He can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy. I mean, why have somebody on the team just get them a paycheck, but you're not doing nothing for the team?
That's very true. Agreed.
And we got the linebacker from the Raiders last year, Diablo. We got him. So,
yeah.
In my opinion. So.
Well, next Thursday we get football back.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not real, but we get football back.
And so who playing next Thursday?
Chargers and the Detroit Lions.
Where y'all playing at?
The where the Hall of Fame game is. It's all in Canton.
Yeah, in Cleveland. So
Yeah, Canton.
I got y'all winning that game because I don't trust the other team.
Well, I did see that Najee Harris had his first day of practice today, so he's back.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's damn good news.
That makes me happy there.
But
oh, my mama. That's it with the news, bro.
That's it on the news. Now,
yes, sir. What you were saying?
I was gonna say, hey, Ron, what's going on with Kirk Cousins? Are you guys gonna keep on to him as a backup or what?
I
Or
think we're gonna trade.
Let go.
I think we're gonna trade him.
Oh, after camp to see if there's any injuries and see what we can get for him.
Yep.
What quarterback is behind him? Pause.
We got a rookie, and the rumor is we going after Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh wow.
Oh, did you say it's a backup?
Yeah.
Oh, he was suspended from college because he was giving out money.
High school, I think it was. He was coaching in high school.
He gave out $200,000 in
his own pocket.
Yeah, he was trying to help his peoples.
Right. How you gonna get mad at a head coach and want to do more for his kids? I had that when I was coming up playing football. I cannot afford no uniform and shit like that.
Yeah.
My mama
did not. Man, I mean, most players that doing that, hey, at least they're giving back. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And he went to that school.
You know,
he went to that school. They know him.
That's crazy.
But these colleges want to make a big deal out of something that he's only trying to help them.
Right. High school. This high school now. Did not know college. This is high school.
It's crazy, bro. Everything. He ain't stealing from the kids. He's trying to help the kids.
Right. Everybody cannot afford to get a uniform every year or
cleats. Cleats is probably $150, $200.
Some of these kids don't got food at home.
Shit, I remember my cleats for soccer were so expensive. My grandma said, "You make them last you the whole
you gotta
year
feed,
long."
You gotta feed these kids to get them bulked up too. It's like, you know what I mean? Shit ain't you, and you want to eat them. You don't want them just to eat garbage too. So sometimes it gets more pricier when you want them to be eating the right shit. You know what I mean?
When I started playing football, I weighed $120, and when I got to the 8th, I weighed $145. So, my football head coaches did that. They're like, "Hey, man, if you don't got no food at home, we take you to McDonald's or whatever."
Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's up.
These kids, everybody don't come from a silver spoon in their mouth.
That's true.
So we need more coaches like that out here. We do more for their kids. But what do I know?
I hear there.
Now, we were just talking about that the other day. Like, teachers, they you got to respect them to a degree because, man, they're not making that much money. Their fulfillment comes from they're good teachers that are actually trying to make a difference in children's lives, where the money is it's a job, but at the same time too, they, it's like good social workers, right? A social worker probably doesn't make that much, good money, but they working hard and they got to deal with other people's problems. But the ones that actually care, they're making real differences in people's individuals' lives, because most of them are dicks in that field and dick people around. Shit, you know what I mean? And that system is hella finicky already in itself.
Right. You got football coaches out here that we not do half of the shit that Bridgewater was doing.
Yeah, but here's the thing too, though, right? This is the new game in the last few years, or in the last handful of years now. is that these coaches too, off the field, they're still with these players, making sure they get into these schools
Right.
and get that bag and
Right.
like it's almost like a lot of these coaches too are morphing into especially the ones that raise these kids up in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're making sure they're sending them off correctly.
Right.
And of course they're going to get compensated. But there's some of these deals like I'm from San Jose. We got a lot of we got a lot of Samoans. Them
Right.
Usos get drafted. I mean, not get drafted. They get recruited because those motherfuckers get looked at. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're getting drafted too. You feel me? You know what I mean? They get
I mean,
bread.
if you look at it, I'd rather for my head coach to go out of his way and help me out. Then when I do get money, that big time contract, or when I do make it to the pros,
Yeah.
I get here and hit props. Be like, hey, he the one that helped me out.
You ain't lying.
Got me here.
Yeah, because not only is the coach, but sometimes he's the father figure to a lot of these kids.
Right.
100%.
Right.
Not only is you getting football skills, but you also learning discipline,
Right.
dedication,
Life.
determination. You're
Right.
learning all life lessons in order to take you further.
Yeah, what was
Say
the
like
kid
if you
that
don't,
your
if your
pops had,
football
JD?
career doesn't pan out, you can take those skills that you learn
Right.
from football and apply that to the job force. You got to
Right.
show up on time.
Your pop,
You got to be there every day, because if you don't go to practice, you don't play. So if you don't go to work, you don't get no fucking check, dog. So
Right.
you know what I mean? That's why the coach is damn near like a fucking father figure, dog.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean,
shit.
your pops and your aunt, right? In the town, they had the football woo wop too, right?
Right.
Right.
Oh
Back in
no,
the days?
that was my cousin. That was my
Oh, your
dad's
cousin.
cousin.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
he was around the Oakland Dynamites.
There you
My,
go.
I mean, my head coach did everything for us.
You already know him, yo.
He did everything for us. And now a young man come along, do the same thing, put the same kind love into his football players, and now you shitting on this man?
Yeah.
You suspend this man? And you know Teddy Bridgewater?
Come on now.
Fact.
That's hateful shit right there, man.
Yeah, I forgot that shit went down like that.
That's hateful shit. He did not ask the school, hey, well, I need this amount of money to fix everything. No, he took the shit out of his own pocket.
Own pocket, $200,000,
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Right. So now you going shit on the man that trying to get the best out of his kids. Bet. And you wonder why your school been so bad for so long till he came along and won y'all championship last year. Yeah.
What's this Nick Saban shit that they've been talking about coming back to the league?
Yeah,
You got
it
that
all revolves around Arch Manning.
Right. Arch Manning, to me, Arch Manning needs 3 years.
Okay, so 27.
Yeah.
2027.
Yeah, but if you look at
Yeah.
the Manning brothers, they both did 4 years in college, correct?
Right. Right.
And he'll probably follow the same.
That's why
footsteps
their
of
brains are so big. Yeah.
Well, I just
I mean,
think
warheads.
I just think Archie Manning, he did not show me nothing last year.
No, he played 3 games, so that's
Right.
why we got a
Right.
sample size of what he can do.
Right.
Let's see what he can do with a full season.
So,
Okay, how about this? Theoretically, he kills it this season. And there's a team that's shitty enough that he feels, okay, I'll go to the shitty good team right here. What team is that then?
The Saints.
the Saints.
Okay. With Kellen Moore though? Like you think like, I guess he's
Yeah.
a Super Bowl winning.
he would
He's a
kill
Super Bowl winning
Kellen Moore.
offensive
Moore.
coordinator.
Wait a minute. Kellen Moore like to push the ball down the field.
Field.
Yeah.
That
Fact.
Archie
I mean,
Manning,
former
that's what
QB.
he do best.
Former QB himself, you know what I mean?
Right. That's what Archie Manning do best. The
Okay.
Browns, nah, because they got 4 quarterbacks over there already.
Dang, I bet you
Hey, what's the
that-
saying though? If you got 2 quarterbacks, you don't got 1. So if they got 4, they got -2.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That Browns shit, that's a
And
mess over there.
and then is that where Okay, so
Arch
the
could
event,
be in line for. I mean, they in line, and then you got to remember they like how Bogey was saying. Atlanta gave LA a pick. Fucking Cleveland picked up a pick from fucking Jacksonville.
from the Jaguars,
It's
and
in the
that pick's
Jags.
gonna be good.
But
Probably.
but do you want to get another quarterback, or do you want to fix your defense?
If you're who?
Cleveland.
Cleveland's defense on paper is nasty though. You have
That-
you
but-
have Miles Garrett. Then you JOK is going to be dead this year, but you drafted the kid Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? You got Del Pitt at the safety. You got the corners are all top 24. I'd say top 24 guys, but within like
how many
24 range.
How many times y'all play fantasy? How many times you say this team look good on paper, but it don't translate to the field?
Or the results translate?
Well, here's the thing too: is Jim Schwartz. He's just one of those coordinators that like he gets a ragtag group together all the time. You know what I mean? And so they're gonna play the opposing division offenses tough. You know what I mean? That's for sure. Everybody else, you know, it's free game. Opinion wise, for me, like they're gonna be the shitty Browns. The Browns are gonna brown. That's a new saying we have.
Oh, here we go, right here. Shout out to the Peacock, man.
Oh,
we got the toilet paper with the toilet paper with the Browns on it, man. With the boo boo everywhere.
Oh,
the Browns are gonna brown, man.
But once again,
I'm gonna order that shirt.
Will you draft another quarterback, or will you get something you need on defense with that pick?
I mean, if that kid Mason comes through, like their defense is gonna be nasty on paper. On paper, it has the makings with Jim Schwartz there. He's here's the thing, though. Their offense, what's their offense gonna be like? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's gonna make them a serviceable offense for the meantime. But when do they make the switch? Because in the event of the Saints having the rights or the shot at, say this is next year where Arch comes out. Remember, I'm playing this whole scenario.
Right.
Arch does well this season, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going." And it's the Saints, but then the Saints go, "You know what? The Browns is calling, right? The Browns got the multiple picks, and then this is when you also have Nick Saban there. I guess as the head coach. Is that what we're doing here?
With the Browns,
they'll definitely get rid of Stefanski. They're like, "Fuck that."
They're saying,
but then also that means Stefanski has to really shine up. He has to really shine up Shador somehow this year, and then so they can be like, "All right, here's Shador with the picks too." Saints.
See, I don't think Nick Saban will go to the Browns.
No, I don't think so.
You know, he was there before with Belichick.
But I think he would go back to Miami.
Miami would hire.
But but the thing is, Miami can cut bait with two of this coming off season.
No, but what he's talking about is like is that Mike McDaniels is probably going to be moved on before Stefanski.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
So
and Stefanski is not. I don't see Stefanski being that coach that the Mannings would have.
Right.
All the uncles and the grandpappy and the daddy.
So I think Nick Saban, if he do decide to come to the NFL, he know the Miami Dolphins owner. He know them already. And so he be like, "Hey, I coming out of retirement. What's up?" So I think he going to the Dolphins. Because remember, he did that 1 year or 2 years, and it did not go somewhere. That's why he went to college.
That's how. So I just thought of something. This is kind of off topic, but not off topic. But like, Cooper was the receiver out of the brothers. So I bet you he was just running. His son pushes the ball down the field well, like you say. He's probably just all his life throwing at his pops. You know what I mean?
Damn, that cold. That's a cold-blooded shit, right? That's a cold-blooded shit right there.
I mean, shit. Think about it. Peyton was throwing at him all his life. then he was set to be that dude going. He was a full ride to Ole Miss, following the footstep of his pops, but he was going to play receiver. And then they couldn't medically clear him. That's why he found out. That's when he found out he had the spine shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then boom. But see, he just couldn't get contact. Didn't say me he can't run and exercise and be in shape. So for sure he was running routes for his son ever since he was a wee, since he could throw a ball.
But still.
Hey, Emil said Saban going back to Miami is like going back to your ex. He said, fuck that. Oh my mama.
Yeah,
Hey, I say that
he's
too.
He's like, I gave up cocaine already. He's like, it was tough.
But look,
right.
you know who else?
I just Googled Saban's age. He's 73. Like, right? That motherfucker can't go to a team that don't got nothing. He got to go to already to a team that's already got like a QB in place or a defense in place. You know what I mean? Miami don't got a whole lot, bro.
Hey, did y'all hear the In Vogue slapping?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been telling JD because I got the same. It's this Amazon delivery. It's a brother, but he's always gigging this shit, right? Sometimes he has the headphones on or the little fucking earbuds, but he was slapping some In Vogue right now.
But
I'm like, it's always the same dude. I'm like, yeah, he's killing it today. He's going through it.
It's Friday.
If the Miami Dolphins tell him you to draft your own quarterback, you to do it your way. We did it our way, and we ain't get nowhere.
I mean, Nick, you ain't like Nick Saban. Here's the thing. Remember when Bill Walsh, he retired, he was going to come back out, and I know this because Ricky Williams told me the story. He said he was going to go to Stanford because Bill Walsh was like, all right, look, I'm going to come out of retirement. I'm a coach. I want you to come over here, blah, blah, blah. This was this whole thing. Then he goes, it's like, I'm going to stay retired. Because he's like, fuck, why am I going to go back to coaching? That was ultimately why. He was like, you know what? I retired. I'm just not going to go back at all. But he was just, he thought it was just going to be a break for an extended break till he eventually did go back. So at this point, it would have been like almost 10 years. He's like, all right, I'm coming back. Then he was like, you know what? Fucking, I'm not going back. You know what I mean?
You got to look
at Saban here. Even Belichick for that matter. Like Belichick's like, fuck it. I missed all my 20s or my 30s. Like, what did he get football? He gave football his life, right? He's like, all right, I need to live all of it. You know what?
Right.
Dating 20-year-olds. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to look at it.
All these kids that he's having all these kids that he's going to be in these kids' lives now because he gave his other kids, they all, they're either in football or they're talking to him or.
Bill Belichick going to change that team around in 3 years. They'll watch.
80-year-old Bill?
Yep.
How is Bill right now? Oh no,
Bill's going to be 70. Oh, go on. He's up there.
Bill, because I think Pete Carroll's the oldest one out of all of them.
Yeah.
And he's still active.
But Bill Belichick
knows. 73 years old. He's born April 16th, 1952.
He know the X and O's. Like, he know offensive linemen. He know defensive linemen.
He's going to come out with his own alphabet soup, X's and O's.
He know the basics. You got to have a coach that know the basics in college. If you don't know the basics in college, you will not win shit in college.
So, where's Belichick going? You think he's going to go back to college?
He's already going
to college, not back to college, but he's going to go to college?
Yeah. He's going to change North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, he is there, so to speak, right now. I forgot. Right? He has
he's the head coach of North Carolina right now, I think.
I thought it's not the head coaching gig. I thought it's like a.
No, he is the head coach.
He's the head coach.
Oh, I thought it was something to do with his son too, right?
His son is there with him. They was rumoring that he was going to leave the program to his son when he was done.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because his son was on the defensive staff for a while over there in New England.
Yep.
Oh, Stephen Belichick. Yeah, he's over with his daddy now in North Carolina.
And then Mike Vrabel was like, "Get him out of here." He's like,
right. Mike Vrabel was in Tennessee Titans. Were like, you know what? I'm on that job.
Yeah, it was smart. It was the wide open division. That's how he viewed it. That's the Belichick way. Like, all right, I'm going to implant myself here
Right.
where I'm going to dominate this little range, and that's the stepping stone to get to the offseason. You know what I mean?
Right. So that division is going to be the Bills, and it's going to be who else?
Yeah, I respect Mike Vrabel for taking this New England gig
You
Right.
got the Bills,
because, like, you know, you
Jets,
have a powerhouse in there with
Dolphins,
the Bills.
Patriots.
It's going to be the Bills and Patriots.
Yeah,
And
I do like the Patriots to make noise right out the gate this year, but
Right.
I remember we are gonna do we're gonna do a bunch of under overs when we're in Vegas in like a month or so, but we're definitely the New England's the interesting one because if I forget what it was, I think we were gonna take the over on it, but it was gonna be some plus money. I forget
New
what it was.
England spent a lot of money this offseason.
Yeah, they did.
The defense and their offensive line this
Yep.
offseason.
They brought in Robert Spillane. They
Yep.
brought in
Kraft
Earl
pulled
Landry. They
cobwebs
brought in
out of
Bruh
his
from
ass for
the
a change.
Eagles.
Yep.
What's Bruh from the Eagles?
Milton.
Milton
Williams, I
Peyton
think.
McGuap. Yeah,
Milton Williams.
that's 3 cornerstones already. They just bang, bang, bang. They got
So-
they got a pass rush and the outside linebacker from Harold Landry. Then they solidified that middle with this Milton kid, and then boom, they needed a real middle linebacker here, so they brought in Spillane.
It's going to be the Bills and the Patriots in that division.
And then they got Gonzalez. They got Christian Gonzalez. They have and their safeties are nasty too.
And so watch out for them.
Kyle Duggar is still nasty, even though he's a little longer in the tooth.
But I still say the Bills will take that division because more
facts.
experience.
Oh yeah, that division's owned by Josh Allen. Until someone knocks him off. Until that's how it is.
Yes.
Yeah, when Tom Brady's absence, it's been theirs to lose.
Right. Because can we say that is a weak division?
Yes. Mike McDaniels, when he first got there, and they had 2 of them in the playoffs, and they had the unfortunate concussions, and they were in the playoffs 2 years in a row, right? That first year, they get in there with Skylar Thompson because Tua was dead. Then the next year, they get the Chiefs in the wild card, and they get Tua in the goddamn 7-degree shit. And but they were good, but they were killing it in season. You know, that year that they were one and done in the playoffs both years, but they led the league in passing yards. Like Mike McDaniels was like a little whiz kid, but their defenses and their offensive line and Tua, all of it, it's just gonna they're never gonna be the cream of the crop. They're just
They cannot get over the hump of being Kansas City. You can't beat Kansas City. So this my question to y'all: should they fire the head coach this year if they cannot beat Kansas City in the playoffs?
Who, Buffalo?
Buffalo.
No.
He's been there for 9 years.
No.
Damn, McDermott been there for 9 years, bro.
Who's the Yeah.
Okay,
damn.
if they do that, who do they bring into Buffalo is the question.
He's been getting
Nick Saban.
No. They already got somebody, the OC they got. They
Joe
moved
Brady?
him up.
Yeah, Joe Brady. I would love
Joe
that.
Brady ain't gonna get the head coaching job.
Why not?
I mean, he killed it with LSU. When he was
ain't
head
gonna
coach
get
there,
that. I don't see
him.
him. I don't see them
Here's my
promoting
Super
him.
Bowl pick. Rams, Bills. That's my Super Bowl.
No.
That's what I got.
I finna tell you, I like the Bills, but they're not going no Super Bowl no time soon. And I keep it.
So you got Kansas City locked in again this year?
Fuck the Queefs.
No, I got Denver.
And you got Denver to the
God, I
Super
don't know
Bowl?
about that one.
You know why?
Where you at, Chase? If you in here, Chase, say what's up.
Shut up. I don't
You
wanna
know
hear
why?
about Crush.
You know why?
Talk about it.
Look what Denver did last year.
Okay. Yes, they had a great offseason. Don't get me wrong. I know they were one of my rivals. But you know what? What do they have besides? Okay, yes, they got Evan Ingram. But come on.
It's that defense, bro. It's who they added to that defense.
What they fucking did. I'm not that stupid.
But look, that defense, look what they done. and you got another year together in the offseason?
They added Dre Greenlaw and Hugh Fanga. If they come back like 80% of what they were, that's an addition, obviously.
You gotta look at.
There's some asterisks now that I think about it on their defense because they have some of their hitters are coming off.
I see Denver as a 10-win team.
I see Denver 11 wins.
Sean Payton, here's the thing. Sean Payton himself as the coach always had trouble getting over the hump as far as the NFC Championship. Because he got to the Super Bowl one time, but like just getting over that hump again was always his,
That because Sean Payton is a cocky motherfucker.
He is a cocky motherfucker.
Sean Payton,
Drew Brees.
Sean Payton is the same head coach like Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I mean that he comes from that tree. Dan Campbell.
He comes from that tree. Detroit Lions.
Very
every
aggressive.
year, that head coach go for it, and every year they lose.
Yeah,
That's
we're gonna
Sean
go for
Payton.
it. No, and that's why it's no coincidence when Ben Johnson left to go get that head coaching gig with the Bears, he brought in a Sean Payton guy from that staff as his
Dennis Allen.
So,
yeah, Dan Campbell did.
So you gotta look at what Denver done last year and this offseason. They coming.
Yeah.
This is no shot at the Chargers.
I'm not taking it. I think we split with the Denver though. I
think y'all do too. But overall, it's gonna be Denver year this year.
Well, I'm looking at it this way. Let's see if Bo
Let's
Nix
go,
can
Denver.
do
Denver,
what
San
he did last
Francisco.
year,
Let's
too.
bring it back. Yeah, the 80s.
I think Bo Nix will take it up a notch again.
See, here's my personal. I thought with having the richest owners as the Walmart owners, right? They would have gone out and got weapons. Yes, they did an excellent job in the defense.
Just because of the richest doesn't mean they are going to buy everything.
I thought they would get him a reliable wide receiver in that.
But here's the thing, though.
That was my thought.
Sean Payton is his name, bro. This is not really. That's not really Sean Payton's way.
Look,
he home grows all his.
I finna tell y'all this. I cannot
Sean
stand
Payton
Sean
home
Payton.
grows all the talent.
Right. I cannot stand Sean Payton because he a cocky son bitch, but he know football.
Oh, he knows football. I never liked him ever since Spike, not Spike, but
Right.
the Bounty.
Right.
I never liked him until I found out he blows tree, and I was like, oh, Sean Payton's the guy.
But I got to call it like I said. Sean Payton is a good head coach.
Oh, yeah.
And what he done with Denver last year,
You've seen it through Falcons.
I seen it through the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. You saw
I
it
seen it
in the division, exactly.
Here's the thing: he's going to have a solid run game, and his QB now might not even have to use his own legs as much.
Right.
In year two, the understanding of the system, he's probably going to throw the ball more. They do have, for what it's worth, you do have Evan Ingram. That is a big addition. You know what I mean? We've seen what Sean Payton likes to do with his tight ends. He actually, as he calls it, the Joker. You know what I mean? Where we're going to see him moved around and be out on the perimeter. He's going to be just a big receiver, essentially.
Right.
Then you got Cortland Sutton, who's just been solid no matter who's been throwing him the ball in his career, for real.
So you got all this. Don't let that running game be top 5 this year.
Their offensive line,
their offensive line is top 5 too.
So you got a top 5
running
offensive lineman, top 5 running game. That right there will take you halfway through the season.
But there is still some asterisks. You need J.K. to stay healthy, and you need this kid Harvey to be what everything he's built out to be.
So you got all that going for you. The quarterback don't gotta do that much.
But he's gonna be in shootouts too, because this is how this is the style of how you have to beat a lot of these teams.
But do you really got to be in
it old school last year? The Chiefs beat everyone low scoring last year and ran the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. Do you really got to be in
They had
shootout?
to because they had no offensive weapons. They had to play football like that.
So now, So now what Philly did to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, everybody finna do that.
Well,
And
that's
beat the
why.
Chiefs.
That's why Kansas City invested in their offensive line because they didn't want that
Offensive
to
line.
happen again. Now the writing is still on the wall for the 2025 season. You know what I mean?
How come Steve Spagnuolo didn't ever take a job? You think he's just staying there to take that job whenever Andy Reid does?
Yeah, I think he waiting for Andy Reid to step down.
Or he gonna step down when Andy Reid step down. Fuck it, man, 100%. Why take over as a head coach when I'm one of the best DCs and I got multiple rings, man? Fuck this shit. I might slide when he slides.
He beat Brady multiple times.
But
in the Super Bowl.
But you gotta look at
Shanahan multiple times.
You gotta look at it. We talked about one of the greatest head coaches ever, Andy Reid. You know how much pressure that would be on our OC?
That's why he eats so many cheeseburgers, bro.
But you still got Mahomes, though.
But just because you got Mahomes, that don't mean you will win without Andy Reid. Now keep it 100.
I mean, shit. Fucking, we won without fucking Bill Walsh when Seifert took over.
Mm-hmm. The Cowboys won it when they got rid of Ben. What's his name?
Jimmy Johnson.
But that different. The Hall of Famer head coaches.
Yeah, Bill Walsh. What you? Bill Walsh is one of the greatest coaches.
Right.
Yeah, not
wait
the greatest.
Y'all getting my words messed up. Bill Walsh is one of the greatest ever.
Yeah.
All time.
Mm-hmm.
Factual.
But it's hard to follow that when you never been a head coach.
Of course. This is why retreads are a thing, period, in the NFL.
But a retread, that every coach, okay, look at Bill Belichick crew.
No, okay. But Bill Belichick's crew is a bad example, though, because Bill Belichick, he's the evil emperor. He's never going to teach the disciples everything. So they go off. The only disciple of his is Nick Saban. Is the most and he went and dominated the college shit. Outside of that,
I would kind of say I want to go a little soft
in the NFL. My bad. In the NFL, Bill O'Brien's the only successful Bill Belichick disciple to go out from the nest and go win.
See, the thing is, though, like Bill Belichick is very detail oriented. It's just not the defensive side of the ball. He can break down every position on each side of the ball in detail. Not everybody is built like that. So when coaches get promoted to head coaches, you know, some of them it be over their head. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes the second and third stint for them to be good, just like Bill Belichick. But you got to get prepared for that shit 100%. You know what I mean? And some of his disciples only got one chance. You know what I mean? Josh McDaniels got two of them, but look at him.
But you gotta look at
fired twice.
You gotta look at the head coach that went from the Patriots and went to Detroit. What did he do?
Matt Patricia, nothing. But he did beat. But hold on. But what he did do there was he did beat New England in a game. He did beat the Chiefs, if I remember correctly, a Patrick Mahomes team, and then he put blueprints out there for the rest of it, because that's what New England always did with Bill Belichick. They'll put blueprints out how to beat these powerhouses, and then the rest of the league will copy it. So he definitely, I will say, Matt Patricia's time in Detroit, they did pull up a bunch of upsets. Definitely didn't make any noise in as far as winning no division or making any playoff runs.
Right,
but they put a lot of blueprints out there.
You got to win like that. If the only way to beat Kansas City, you take away their best weapon. Who their best weapon is?
Patrick Mahomes.
No, Kelsey.
But here's the thing, though. I think Kelsey is Kelsey because he got with Patrick Mahomes finally, and then Patrick Mahomes was able to take Kelsey to that next height.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though. Kelsey is definitely taking a step back.
Right.
He's getting some bad box. I've been saying this for a couple years.
Look what Kelsey.
Look at Stephon Diggs. Look at his recoveries. You know what I mean?
Right. Look what Kelsey did in the Super Bowl.
Box.
Look what Kelsey did in the Super Bowl. Nothing.
bad box.
Why? Why? Because
Yes, and in the previous Super Bowl against my Niners, until Dre Greenlaw, unfortunately, freaking crazily just jumps for joy and ruptures his Achilles in the game. After that, Kelsey was running rapid because he was keeping Kelsey in check.
So you take away the best weapon in the game, in the biggest game of the year, you're going to win.
Maybe take away Patrick Mahomes' biggest weapon is then
That's what I mean. You're going to win the Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes is if you because here's the thing, what they did is they harassed him over and over again.
Right.
And that was pretty much all they had to do.
And so when you do that and you take away the top 5, top 10 tight end ever, or what people call them,
I'd say easily top 5, and I'd put my vote in. He's top 3, maybe.
Okay, so you take away that he did not even show up in the Super Bowl.
He drops out of the top 3 because of the box he chooses.
So you take away that, 9 times 10 you're going to win. That will be a bad check known for. He take away your best weapon, what you do best, and make you do something else. If you run the ball, he's gonna make you throw the ball. That will be a bad check do best. That's how Bill Belichick been winning.
Like how he used to do Peyton Manning. He used to frustrate the shit out of Peyton Manning.
Motherfucker with Peyton Manning.
Top of the morning, Johnny.
So
we're talking about them Patriots, big bro.
So he's not anyone talking Patriots. So when it came to Belichick too, like for example, the LeGarrette Blount, James White days, right? Like they would have both of them on the field, and it's like, oh, okay, and then they would go hurry up, and the moment they change personnel on defense, be like, oh, you're gonna go big package here, boom, James White. Then it's like, oh, you're gonna now you're just as James White. You got the little guys out there, boom, run you over with LeGarrette Blount. Like it was just like they do it on both sides of the ball. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I've been watching weaknesses every time.
I've been watching the Patriots for so long. I know what he do best. What Bill Belichick do best. He make you one-dimensional. When we played in the Super Bowl, what did he do? Julio came out and said this: I just had 4 catches in the Super Bowl. 4.
Count them.
How many targets did he have?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's all he had.
How many targets did he have? That sounds like Brandon Ayuk.
Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Hall of Fame, first ballot.
In the biggest stage.
In the biggest states. Why? The Patriots took Julio away from the game.
Matt Patricia, he has the good minds around him too. Belichick, that's another skill.
Right.
To be able to put the good minds around you.
So we all play football in here. It's like you playing Madden. If that person loves to run the ball, you're gonna stop running the ball, make him throw the ball. That will be a bad check do best. And that's what he finna do in college.
Oh, so Bill Belichick know the glitch.
Yes.
The motherfucking glitch in Madden on how to blitz.
Right.
Because also, too, think about this. At the end
Bill
of the day,
Belichick is a cheat code.
You got the cheat code on my mama. You got it from Lawrence Taylor.
Look at the different identity. Like, okay, whenever you play a team, right? Whenever there's Belichick and them, they're playing a team, they go, all right, what's this team's identity? They diagnose it real quick, right? See, when you think about over the years, this is why Belichick's been so good at their team identity-wise, because their identity is switched several times over.
Right.
You know what I mean? Through the course of that 20-year reign they had. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they went from being from when they beat the Rams, they're a totally different team from when they beat the Rams from when they lost to the Giants.
13-9, I think it was that Super Bowl.
So like the Rams when they had
won in that fashion against the Rams again.
Right. When they had the best, what they call the Rams,
the greatest show on turf.
The greatest show on turf.
They were plus 14.
Right. You had to be on point when you played the Rams.
I mean, not plus 14. They were minus 14. The Rams in that game, so that means they're
because the Rams.
They were 14 points going into that game.
The Rams were like
The Rams were like a symphony.
Right.
And to have a great song, everything's on timing. It's a symphony, right?
It was
All of them together.
on
So
timing.
Belichick said this. All right, we're gonna disrupt the timing. So
Right.
we want everyone hit everyone early as possible, even if the ball's not going to that guy.
Just bring it to the office and
line.
Right.
You hit everyone and you disrupt their routes, and then just he just couldn't get any of the timing going. Right. Now flash forward to when they played the Rams in 2018. You know what I'm saying? They had noticed that Jared Goff, every time the communication cuts out, because on the play clock, right? You get to a certain point, it cuts communication out. So then they noticed that he's gonna call that play, whatever it is that he told him there. Mm-hmm. So if you switch the look on him after that certain part of the countdown, he's not gonna know what to do.
Hey,
boom. They fucking destroyed the Sean McVay offense that was unstoppable that year. Boom, on the biggest stage. And then 2019 season, that was the only season that Sean McVay didn't get into the playoffs because Bill Belichick put the blueprint out there.
You look at
what's that, Lee?
I got something that came up. I gotta get off.
Okay, all good, brother.
All right, brother.
The ear to the streets, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, I'll see you guys all soon, and I'll be in touch.
Yeah, right now, bro. We'll be hearing from you.
You will. You always do.
Send them off properly.
If you look at, I could tell what you're going to do by looking at your eyes. That's how Bill Belichick is. While you playing checkers, he playing chess.
You think he's doing that now in the dating game?
Yes. Yes.
He said absolutely yes.
Why? Chess is about life. If you don't know how to play chess, then in life you're gonna be fucked up.
You got to send the pawns out first, B.
Right. So imagine North Carolina, what they finna do.
North Carolina.
They're definitely going to turn that thing around.
With Bill Belichick being there. So
I wonder if he's going to go out there and be like old school. Where's like some kind of collar with a blazer type thing, or he's just going to stay Belichick with the sleeves cut off? You know what I mean?
Belichick finna go back to the old school. He finna get his offensive linemen together, defensive linemen, and be like, you know what? We finna go old school right now. Y'all did it y'all way. Y'all had not won shit. Now I'm here. I'm the godfather of this shit.
Talk about it. He the godfather, man.
I'm the alpha and the
I'm gonna
omega.
make him an offer he can't refuse.
Right.
Once the godfather asks for a favor and you say no, he'll never ask for one again.
Bill Belichick, that's how I look at him. And I cannot stand Bill Belichick whatsoever.
What is this you asked me on the day of my daughters to be wed?
But I gotta give Bill Belichick his props. He know football like he ain't no other.
Man, who was just saying this, man? Y'all was supposed to get Bill Belichick, man.
Yeah, I wanted Bill Belichick. Remember last year I came on here, I said I don't like Raheem.
I remember
that. Buggy, you were like, why? I said, well, Raheem got no dog in him.
I mean, you know what? I think that it's all the controllable aspect, like you said, because once you get Belichick in there, he's a nucleus. You know what I mean? He's gonna be in there and be like, I'm running the whole show.
Right. Bill Belichick, I would want that because why he know how to win. Yeah. Bill Belichick be playing chess in the draft. He used to trade. He top draft pick to get other draft picks.
Yeah, he was known for he was the trade down artist.
Right. The more he trade down, the more draft picks he get.
Yeah, and like there was time like people were caught on to their shit by I remember going into 2018, they're trying to trade out so bad for sure out of that late in the first round. Then they're like, all right, screw it, Sony Michel. Because they were going to take Sony Michel eventually somewhere in the second. They're just trying to trade down to get more assets.
So,
everybody was onto their shit. You know what I mean?
Right. So that what Bill Belichick do best.
They might even took. It might even not. I don't even think it was Sony Michel. I think it was Sony Michel that he was that class, but it ended up being it was that receiver N'Keal Harry, I think.
Right.
N'Keal Harry.
Yeah. 2019. I might be flip flopping, but it was something crazy. It was like, oh, they weren't going to draft him in the first, but then no one would trade. You could tell no one would trade down with them, so they're like, fuck it, we'll take our guy.
Can you imagine if Bill Belichick were in the NFL right now? What he would do?
I mean, here's the thing. If okay, when you were saying like a spot like Buffalo, right? Like that's the type of spot he would go to.
Right.
Or
Dallas, Atlanta was one of the rumors last year.
Dallas,
already made. He don't got no time to build no motherfucking like how he built New England from when he first took the job in 1999.
Okay. Fucking Pittsburgh.
Or everybody forgot
split, the unprecedented split.
Everybody forgot Bill Belichick was with the Giants.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor there. He was under Parcells.
That would be like because he has a special. If he wanted to do something special in his heart, hold on. If he wanted to do something special in his heart, he would have been saved the Browns a long time ago. Because
the Browns, the Giants, or us.
No one's saving the Giants. Actually, the Giants' defense is kind of they're kind of NASCAR-ish right now.
Right. So can you imagine the way Bill Belichick think with that team, with that defense? I mean, they already don't like Dabo.
We are in the business of fantasy.
Right. They already don't like Dabo because this man cannot even talk up for himself on that team. Then came to Saquon. If Bill Belichick would have called the Giants, hey, I want to come home. They'll be like, Dabo, bye. You and the GM, bye.
They about to say bye to Dabo after this season anyways.
And the GM.
And I feel so bad for that kid Jackson Dart if they do so, because it's like, you know what I mean? That's the story of a lot of these NFL young QBs, like not being in a system or being in multiple systems right out the gate. If it's been detrimental to a lot of these young, like Mitchell Trubisky. Okay, Mitchell Trubisky shouldn't have been drafted higher than Patrick Mahomes and Watson and all that.
Well, you know why he did.
Still went to a shitty situation.
You know why?
Through several coordinators.
You know why he did
because the Bears were the worst team, and they traded up with the Niners.
Yeah, because the Bears stupid.
Yeah, it was what's his name? He was Loomis, man. That squinty-eyed bastard. What's his name? Mickey Loomis.
Mickey Loomis, the best.
Squinty-eyed bastard.
Now look.
But look though, we passed on CMC in that draft, I think.
But look, who got CMC?
We went Reuben Foster.
Carolina took CMC. I think so. We had like the number 2 pick, and we traded up. We traded back with Chicago and still took Solomon Thomas, and then fucking CMC. I think he got like number 5 or 6 or some shit like that.
He went 10. He went.
But
10.
Look, who got CMC now?
Oh, 5 or 6. Damn.
Who got CMC?
I forgot exactly what pick.
Carolina.
No, right now.
He might have been 11. I think he was drafted 11 overall that year.
The 49ers got CMC right now. Why? Because Shanahan. Why? Because Shanahan's father did the same thing in Denver.
Yeah.
Run the ball.
Hey, look at this though. Check this out. I was at that game because I was a season ticket holder for hella years. I was at that opener 2017 against Carolina in Levi's. So here's and the story goes that Shanahan, before the game, when they're all warming up, he walked across the field. CMC met him. They shook hands and hugged. And he said, I wanted to draft you there, but you're too expensive. And he tells them, I'll just trade for you when you're all washed up. And they laugh because they're family like that. They're family like that. There's a picture of Shanahan as a teenager, like with baby CMC for real.
I finna tell y'all a little secret. What me and Dennis already saying on top.
Good looking, Carl.
It always gonna be a sucker you to get over on in the NFL. Carolina was that sucker. They did not know what they had, and that's why y'all got C.
Hey, they did it twice, Ron, when they traded DJ Moore to Chicago, bro.
Right. So
I
you
know,
already got to find out who the sucker is. That year it was Carolina.
Can you dig it, sucker?
So shout out to my co-host, Dennis Holmes.
Yeah,
Shout out to Dan.
Shout out to Philly Dan.
If y'all look at every trade,
we're real bummed out he can't make it out to Vegas this year.
if y'all look at every trade happened in the past 30 years, it always been that one sucker that you to get over on.
Tennessee with AJ Brown.
Bam. You gonna trade into Philly?
Indy when they traded for Carson Wentz.
Bam.
And you know it's funny because those the first two I just thought of right out the gate. Howie Roseman, you know what I mean? Not a sucker.
Right.
So who else we got here? Ooh, go back in the days, man. Bill Belichick and the Evil Empire, Randy Moss.
Right. So you will always find this
Raiders.
Y'all finna see who's gonna be a sucker this year. It always gonna be a sucker out there that you will get over.
You know what's crazy is like that. I feel like that would be the Niners if they trade away Ayuk. Like because it would be a contract dump at that point, and just because of the disgruntled nature and then plus his injury.
I feel like y'all will get over it, y'all, because to me, Ayuk a good wide receiver, but he can't stay healthy. So if somebody come to y'all be like, hey, I give you a second round pick for Ayuk. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, facts.
Why? Because Ayuk cannot stay healthy.
And he has a big old bag too.
So I'm trying to tell you, it always going to be a sucker out there in the NFL. Just watch this year. Who's going to be the sucker?
Buffalo is always in line to make a big trade at one point. You know what I mean?
But,
or at least they're always in the rumors. How about that? They're always in the rumors. Like they're probably kicking themselves in the ass that they didn't end up with Derrick Henry neither.
I don't think. Remember, before that OC got there, Buffalo did not like to run the ball.
I mean, they ran the ball with Josh Allen.
Yeah, but for so long,
it was Brian Daboll. It was Brian Daboll.
Right. What happened to Brian Daboll?
He wanted to throw the ball.
Where he at now?
Brian Daboll?
Yeah, where he at now?
Yeah, he over there in New York.
Okay. So
yeah.
What you finna see if Josh Allen keep on running like he do, he gonna end up getting injured.
Don't you put that evil on me, big Bobby Ricky.
It common sense. A person just to take so much.
You know what's crazy is I always go back to the 2020 where Teddy Bridgewater, aka Teddy Roosevelt, with Joe Brady in Carolina.
Yep. And
they
what
threw the
happened?
ball a ton. They had CMC go down, but anytime he was healthy for like those 3 games, he was killing it on the ground and the air. And then Mike Davis went absolutely crazy that year in his absence for like he was like running back 11 overall that year. And then they produced 3 receivers in the top 25 with DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, the string being and Curtis Samuel.
When you run a quarterback,
but I'm just saying though, they definitely enforce the run. They're not afraid to throw at running backs, and they're going to spread the ball around a ton. And this is what they did with a Teddy Bridgewater.
If you look at
Josh Allen can't. There is a formula where the legs can become a luxury, but it's such a part of their identity.
Right.
I don't see it going away until football, God forbid, he gets hurt.
Look at Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to call Josh Allen the white Cam Newton before he became down.
Cam Newton did all that till he ran to my linebacker and told Cam Newton up. Cam Newton went out there with concussion in Atlanta.
Yeah, and then, but by the time we got to like season, his fifth or sixth season. What was that? The 2015 year, and he's with Norv Turner, and they had a they had a 1-2 punch with the what was it? Oh no, it was just Jonathan Stewart, huh? By then, huh?
Jonathan Stewart.
They already moved on from Williams.
It was Jonathan Stewart and it was somebody else.
Yeah, because they got the D'Angelo Williams. He moved on already at that point. But see, it was basically Cam Newton's legs.
Right.
I mean, he had 40 passing tugs and 10 rushing that year.
But you see, Cam Newton was not the same no more, though.
He wasn't, because 2016, 17, I guess 17, he got back into the playoffs.
Right. So
then 2018 and 19, he had the Liz Frank. He had the Liz Frank in 2019, and it was over.
If you keep on running your quarterbacks and your running backs into the ground, they're going to end up getting injured.
Yeah, I mean, need a good offensive line. It helps that he has the size, but I'm just saying he has the skill enough to rely on his arm.
But he was not accurate. Cam Newton was not accurate.
No,
like
I'm talking about Josh Allen. Josh Allen is far more accurate.
Yeah, of course.
Than a Cam Newton. Josh Allen's one.
Whoever traded for DJ Moore from the Bears is going to be. Hey, we're going to see.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl, you think that DJ Moore gets traded this year, Carl?
Yep, I think so. Before the deadline, because they're probably not. Hey, unless they're on a miraculous run and they're in the wild card conversation during the trade deadline.
Guess where he might go?
Where?
Baltimore.
Where?
Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore. I don't know, man. But here's the thing: they love their Rashad Bateman. They paid him. They brought in sure hands DeAndre Hopkins, and Zay Flowers is best suited as that. Actually, I think Zay Flowers is super good for reality purposes. I was gonna say he's shitty because fantasy is not that great, but also like, if here's the thing: does he have 1 year on his contract, DJ Moore? Because if someone's willing to trade for a DJ Moore, it's going to be like the Chiefs more than likely, but
it's going to be the Chiefs.
One of their receivers went down. Or something.
Right. It's going to be the Chiefs, Baltimore, or the Bills.
I can go one of those three.
Or Tennessee.
Tennessee seems the most likely, though. You know why? Because it'll just be like, dump them to Tennessee. You know what I mean?
Because
that'd be fucked up. But why would Tennessee do that? To have him for the future?
Yes.
Because I mean, how far off in age is he from a Calvin Ridley? They're both 2018 draft class.
I finna say this. Calvin Ridley, very smart, but stupid at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, he gambled on his own team. That's crazy.
Right. But I talk about, like, when
this is coming from a Falcons fan.
When you supposed to go forward as a wide receiver, he will always come back.
You're supposed to go back, he's going forward. You're supposed to cut in, he's cutting out.
Right. You see what I mean? As a wide receiver, you cannot do that.
No, I hear you.
So that's why I say, now, dude, is Calvin Ridley good? Yes, he can be. He can be a number one wide receiver. Yeah. But will you put all that pressure on him to carry the team, or will you build a team like Philly?
You know, I'm thinking it's a team that's making a push. That's really what it is. And it would be, I mean, it would be who's a wild card conversation team? A dark horse wild card conversation team. Right?
You got Houston.
They're not a dark horse to me. They're like a shoe-in to win that division.
And the reason I say Houston, because they cannot stay healthy.
Shit. Another team that we was just talking about that will be good for DJ Moore is the motherfucking Broncos.
Boom. There it is. I could see that. That's because out of conference, right?
Or
it's a team that, like, say like their weapons that they got ain't cutting it. They
100%.
They'll make that.
Or
move.
I got another team for y'all. Y'all ready? The Raiders.
Yep.
I mean, the Raiders, and that could happen just before the season starts. Even I feel like, you know what I mean? They don't need to wait until before a deadline. But I mean, here's another thing too. I always look for coaching correlations. I'm going back to that 2020 year with Joe Brady in Carolina, where that was his at the time career year for DJ Moore.
What?
Buffalo, going back
Yeah, that's what Carl. That's what Carl said. Carl said, I see the Bills needing wide receiver help going into the playoffs. And then he said, I called into ESPN 1000 on day 2 of the draft and went on the radio and told the host that DJ Moore is going to get traded right before the deadline. I predicted it on air 20 minutes after Burton was drafted. He's starting to put the pieces together, bro. He was putting the pieces together before shit was lining up.
Mm-hmm. And DJ, it will be a contract dump, and I think right now it's also just they gotta wait till Burton comes back and be like, all right, Burton, yeah, just like advertised. I mean, even look at their first and second round draft picks, they haven't even seen them on the field yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. With Loveland and Burton. So DJ Moore, especially if you're a Ben Johnson, I mean, you're in one of the arguably the toughest divisions right now. But and you are a rookie head coach, it's an extreme uphill battle. But in his mind, he's like, I'm trying to compete. You know what I mean? So maybe this isn't until a trade deadline thing, because that way too, the team, it's more incentive for the other team, because then we already paid him up this much of the contract. You know what I mean? Go ahead and take him off. Right?
And if Odunze takes a bigger step and is out there looking in camp like he's about to, you know what I mean? So that could also push DJ up out of there as well. I just don't see what Ben Johnson got going on. Like you said, Brad wants to compete, and the offensive moves that they made for the offensive line before the draft even started. You know what I mean? 100%. Like Brad, he feels like he has a shot right now.
That's what I'm saying, right? So, and then it's more, if you're already in mathematical elimination territory when you're nearing the trade deadline, these conversations are going to heat up even more. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the Raiders, that's a team that has an old coaching staff that's like, all right, look at this, we need to get another weapon. Then that does make sense for the DJ Moore. We can see that before the season starts, because then they'll be willing to pony up some shit here. Yeah. I mean, look, you have a win. You have a win now attempt at a build over there, right? Gino, fucking
Crosby.
I mean,
they got some first rounders on their line. I know they got first rounders on their line. Left tackle as a first rounder for sure.
Yeah,
boy, that he went to high school out here.
Genty and Bowers. It's a young core. You get a veteran receiver there. Hey, I would love DJ Moore getting the ball thrown at him by what's his name? By Gino.
I ain't mad
Gino
at
lets it rip.
Bake said the Jets or the Steelers feel like a place he can work as the number 2, where in Chicago he's going to be the number 1.
And Justin Fields would vouch for that. Like, get my boy DJ Moore over here.
I just see the Raiders, the Steelers.
I could see Aaron Rodgers being like, "Give me that DJ Moore kid."
I just see even the Browns.
Hey, there is no more win now mode than the Steelers right now. I even feel like Mike Tomlin might take a better opportunity if one arises after this year.
I mean, Pittsburgh don't never fire their head coach.
No, they don't.
This is true.
They only had 3 of them.
Right.
But I didn't say they would fire him. I said if Mike Tomlin might even move on after this year. Like, Mike Tomlin's still young enough to be like, all right, let me go. What if the Vikings situation came up?
I don't think that he would not go to the Vikings.
Listen, the Vikings is ferocious, like on paper. It's their coaching and their QBs it's the ones that are in question here.
But the Vikings, their problem is just like New Orleans, cannot get over the hump.
This is facts.
I don't care
But you
what
can
head
say that.
coach,
But you can say the same thing with the Steelers organization, even
but
with
they
Mike.
just had not been having the right quarterback in the last.
I heard one of my boys is a Steelers fan. I heard him call him mediocre Mike. I said, how dare you?
Right,
I'm not even a Steelers fan. And I'm like, Mike Tomlin's one of the
You
greatest.
see, what everybody don't understand is you fire their head coach. Who you gonna get to replace him?
I didn't talk about firing him. I'm
I
talking
mean,
about
not you,
yeah, okay, yeah.
but if Pittsburgh end up fire their head coach, who you got in mind to come over there and get the job done?
Belichick.
Belichick. The only way you to get Bill Belichick is you got to pay his contract in college.
And here's the thing: is they would probably do that, one, and then two, that contract he has something in the clause where it's like his son becomes the coach if he's gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, it's double Dutch door action. He's playing chess, man.
Once again, I said it.
He's idling by
I
until
said it
something
on
If
y'all
Minnesota
show.
opens up, Belichick will take that job.
Minnesota?
Yeah,
No.
he would take a small market job.
I don't think Minnesota got what it.
New England was a small market until he got there.
New England.
He played he coached in big market joints only when he was with the New York teams
And the Browns.
and he was only with the Giants for a cup of tea. I mean, with the Giants with the Jets for a cup of tea. But for what it's worth, that's the media mecca, right? And then because before that, he's in Cleveland when he was a head coach. His first head coaching shot, you know what I mean? And he had them into the playoffs routinely until they
What
shut the
about
team down and
Washington?
went to Baltimore. And they took Ozzie Newsome. They basically took everyone, but they took Belichick's whole staff, but him and Saban.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead and read that, Ryan. Read that comment.
What about Washington to trade for who?
McLaurin.
McLaurin for DJ Moore and a late pick to pay him less.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
don't
like DJ Moore. I would love DJ Moore over there too. I
don't think
on the ball for the
how many draft picks that Washington have. Look that up.
Well, yeah, they had to give up something to get Tunsil.
Right.
Sure. Yeah. I forgot. Peacock could tell us that. I want to say it was a second. And then they gave up something to get Debo, but Debo was probably like a day 3 pick, 5th, 6th round, probably. You know what I mean?
So you got maybe 4 draft picks for next year.
Who we talking about?
Washington.
I don't know how many picks they got, but I mean, they, as far as weaponry goes, like trading for, if they trade the McLaurin away, that would entail that Chicago is willing to restructure his existing contract for more money.
I would not trade him.
I wouldn't either. He's coming off of double-digit tugs.
Right.
Year 2 should be better with Jaden Daniels.
If you look at all the trash
30, but he's in his absolute prime.
Right. If you look at all the trash ass quarterbacks they have had in the past,
he's been QB proof.
Right.
You know who's the only one he was bad with was rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. That was and then they kept making switches from Dwayne Haskins to Alex Smith to who was it, Case Keenum prior to that, like, you know what I mean? And he balled out with Case Keenum, and he did his thing with Alex Smith, and and he did his thing with Brian Fitzmagic for like half a game, and then he did his thing with Carson Wentz. So
before they got the quarterback they got in Washington,
he had a lot of shitty QBs throwing him the ball, didn't he?
Right. He the face of their franchise.
Facts.
I mean, the face of their franchise is clearly Jaden Daniels now.
I mean now,
but like,
but He one of the OGs that's been through the thick and thin, bro.
Yeah,
100%, and still performing like you just said with all them quarterbacks. 100%.
They had
He's
like
the 2019
13 trash quarterbacks.
He was there when they were the Redskins.
Right.
Cold world.
So you want to trade the face of your franchise, and you punish.
But why wouldn't they pay him?
No
That's
did
the
it.
thing. The same argument goes, why won't you pay the face of your franchise? Because I don't think he wants an extension as much as he wants a restructure on his deal. He just wants more money instead of getting his whatever it is for this last two seasons on his deal.
I'm gonna go pull his contract up.
Yeah, let's do it.
And Carl said he thinks KC and the Chargers is gonna win the next 7 AFC West titles.
Woo. Carl, whatever you drinking on, bro. Stop.
Why you don't like the Chargers?
No, because
I like the Chargers, but I need to see more.
Bo Nix, and that combination of Sean Payton and Bo Nix got you convinced, and so do I. I'm with you. Like
I need to see more.
They're going to be the ones who stop that Chiefs AFC West division streak, bro. They're going to stop them.
I don't trust.
I don't know if
the
it's
Chargers.
this year, but they're going to be the ones that do it.
I don't trust the Chargers quarterback.
I love Justin Herbert. He's. I think if he didn't have all those injuries, he would be in the conversation with the Josh Allens and the Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jacksons. Like look at Lamar Jackson. He's been MVP twice, and so no matter what his injury history is, no one cares. They're like, Lamar's the man. Like right. Justin Herbert, Justin Herbert as a rookie reset the passing touchdown record at he threw 30 something. So before that it was like Russell Wilson and Peyton Manning and tied at 28. Then he threw for 5,000 win season, and this was all like in the first 3 years of his career. But then he's just been hurt, and then now he has 2 playoff appearances with 0 playoff wins. He has more picks thrown in the postseason than he does touchdowns in games too. So it's hard. I get where you're saying, but I still think Jim Harbaugh is gonna get it out of him, bro.
No, did he?
He is though.
But
here go the word on McLaurin on Sports Track. It says McLaurin signed a 3-year, $68.3 million contract with the Commandos, including $28 million signing bonus, 53.1 guaranteed, and an average annual of just only 22.7. In 2025, McLaurin will earn a base salary of 15.5, a roster bonus of 2.8, and a workout bonus of $500K, while carrying a cap of $25 million and a dead cap of $14 million. And he's he's an unrestricted free agent next year, so he wants the dough.
He's like, I can walk or give me my money. So this is the last year of his deal. So what he's going to ask for is a 2-year extension on this year, and he's going to want 30 a year. And then it's going to be so let's say this extension is to the tune of let's say 80 million. They're going to be here's 50 guaranteed, and they're going to give him. He's going to get 35 or 40 of that this year. You know what I mean? That's how it's going to work.
Right.
Let me ask.
But that's what he wants. He's give me my fucking extra 50 for the next 2 years.
Because he's only due 15.7, right? So he's highly underpaid as one of the best receivers in the league.
But let me ask y'all this: if he is the number 1 wide receiver on that team,
who's the number 1 wide receiver? Him.
On what team?
On Washington.
I know you have a trick question answer to this, but I'm just gonna say McLaurin. It's him.
Okay, so if he your number 1 wide receiver, why will you not pay that man?
It's a GM thing.
It should not even be the GM.
I mean, think about this. They just traded for Debo. And the GM's from the Niners organization too, by the way, right? So the active GM right now for Washington. So he trades for Debo. They restructure Debo's existing contract immediately and give him all his money, right? So they took care of Debo. right? He's not the face of the franchise. So this is where it annoys me because it's like just to take care of McLaurin, but McLaurin he want to be in that 30 or 30 plus range.
Right.
I feel like if he should go, all right, but also too the PA, the Players Association has a lot to do with it. They would be upset if McLaurin didn't demand, or say he got like a little mitty bitty deal. Like even Jennings right now, they're like, go get your bag, bro. You know what I mean?
But what I'm saying, he should not even say nothing. They should be like, they should have tell him, hey dog, we got you. We finna go take care of you, though. You been taking care of us. No did it.
You know what we can do? Let's just move Jennings to the Washington Commandos and we'll bring back McLaurin. Fuck.
No. No.
I love Jennings as a blocker though.
No.
Can't lose
because they're not even trade.
No, listen, it's not. But this is how we got this. Like you said, there's a sucker in every trade.
Right.
Listen, hold on. This is not crazy because the GM for the Commandos came from the Niners. He's gonna love on some Jennings, and we'll throw on top of it Jennings plus for McLaurin. Let's go.
I don't think you cannot even do that trade in Madden.
It'll change the whole look of our offense though without a Jennings because Jennings.
The computer ain't allowing that shit right.
The computer said hell no.
Hell no.
But the Chargers quarterback remind me of Matt Ryan.
Why you say that, big bro?
Matt Ryan cannot get it done in the playoffs for a long time.
Until he got with Shanahan. And then Shanahan ended up in the Super Bowl.
But we went to the NFC championship against y'all.
Mm-hmm. Navarro Bowman with the pick.
Yep. But for the record, we were slipping in that very last play. We were slipping. Tony Gonzalez was wide open, and Matt Ryan was looking the other way.
Yep.
He did not look on his blind side where here was Tony Gonzalez streaking wide open, and he goes for, I think it was Roddy White. He tried to go Roddy White.
And
he didn't see the Super Bowl trip right there.
Right.
And that's why I always point that out because you guys were whooping us, and we came back right at the right moment, scored with seconds to go, and then you guys had to have this magical drive, but that play was there for you, and Tony Gonzalez was the guy who would have been, and he was just like this. He was like this in the end zone. Why? Like what happened?
And that who I seen Justin Herbert is.
Justin Herbert did drop 27-0 to the Jaguars, and the Jaguars even.
Now you see what I mean? Justin Herbert.
For years I've been making fun of him for that, but it was more a Brandon Staley thing to me. But Brandon Staley just didn't deserve to have that job, period.
Right. But still, when the quarterback gonna be like, you know what? Shut the fuck up. I finna do my job.
My girl, she worked in mental health for a hell of years. She's a nurse, and we would watch football all the time. And I remember she had a comment about Justin Herbert. She was like, you see him, he's totally like flat, like he's on mood stabilizers. And I was like, oh, he might be one of those kids that takes like an antidepressant or something. You know what I mean?
But
I'm like, because I've seen him fired up out there before. You know what I mean? Like, I remember one time they were playing the Raiders on a Thursday night, and they were down on the 1 yard line.
Until you run. I gotta do it to you, dog. Hold on.
I don't care.
I don't care. There go Bowman.
Yeah.
Bowman is a motherfucking dog.
Yeah, I know,
Aldon Smith.
I hate that the ops killed him and he never came back the same, bro. In that NFC Championship, they destroyed the Seahawks destroyed his
knee. Oh my mom on the goal line
stand. Bowman. When y'all had Patrick Willis and Bowman, I was like, y'all got
Aldon Smith, Ahmad Brooks,
Ahmad Smith.
I was like, oh my.
Justin Smith, Alden Smith, Ahmad Brooks, that whole first seven.
if we could go back in time, the whole week before that game, I was like, how the fuck we gonna beat them?
Come on now.
Even knowing what you know now.
Even
That's how
though
bad.
what I know now.
I mean, Vic Fangio too, bro. That's why I was happy for Vic Fangio when he won last year.
At that time, your defense was like Baltimore.
Yeah, they wasn't playing.
Yeah, think about this. That year, we were winning games like 13-10, like all day, every day. Because Alex Smith was more game manager. We had, who was it? Akers? Who was our kicker? Dawson or Akers that year?
Akers.
So Akers those years, yeah. He was nailing shit. So it'd be like, fuck it, get in the field goal range and we're gonna hold them to 9 points. You know what I mean? Like,
if you look at,
we would win games 12-9 and shit, fucking 10-7.
Right. If you look at the way Baltimore defense was in the past and the way y'all defense, your Ray Lewis was Patrick Willis.
I mean, Ray Lewis was still in the game during that time too. You know what I mean? Like it was we're talking 2009, 10.
Right, but it wasn't.
And that wasn't even 10 years. That wasn't even 10 years later, is what I'm saying. From
right,
the 2000 Ravens.
But you did tell Ray Lewis was not the same no more.
Oh no! By the time we got to 2012, he was, he wasn't even a full complement of snaps a player.
Right. So that's what I mean. Your defense, Patrick Willis, remind me of Ray Lewis.
And Patrick Willis, he had a medical retirement. That turf toe was just
right.
It was it.
And I was
Shout out to Julio Jones, who actually pretty much played his entire career with turf toe.
I was like.
Real though. Julio Jones basically dealt with turf toe like majority of his career and just played on it.
Julio was not the same when he went.
Julio was also a track star too in college,
right?
So like his feet was all he had whooping feet.
His feet looked like was throwing up gang signs.
That's his crazy.
That bad. His feet is so fucked up now that if y'all pay attention to Deion Sanders, how Deion Sanders is, Deion used to fight tough on toe too.
Yeah, I think he had one of his shits amputated.
Right. If you don't take care of your feet, that will happen.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know. I wore steel toe boots for 25 straight years, bro. Everything.
So when that steel toe shit, that shit for real.
Oh, world.
I had it in high school. And that shit ain't no joke. So
if your feet don't work, man, you can't do a motherfucking thing, dog.
Right. Now keep that in mind. Look at T.O. on Tennessee, Tampa Bay, and Philly. He wasn't the same no more, right?
Oh no, T.O. in Philly was gassing, bro.
No.
Yeah, he was.
No, I said Julio.
Even in Dallas.
Oh, Julio, my bad. I thought you said T.O.
Julio in Philly wasn't the same.
Nah, hell no.
No.
Julio
in Tennessee wasn't the same.
Right. Or Tampa Bay.
Fuck, he was on Tampa, that's right. Little cup, yeah, I forgot he had cups of teas here and there. I mean, he was already done. That foot was just
right.
And then because of the foot, it turned into like the later years, the hamstrings.
Right, the hamstring. When you get older, your body get older too.
And he's 6'4", right? He was one of the, because he came from he was like the speedier version of the Calvin when everyone was trying to get giant receivers because Calvin Johnson was like ruling the game. You know what I mean?
And we traded with the Browns together.
Yeah, y'all took him like top 3, top 5 pick overall.
Yeah, because think about that whole era. Everybody, that was the era of the 6'4", 6'5", 6. You had Calvin Johnson. You had AJ Green was 6'3". Mike Evans in 2014, and even Kelvin Benjamin for a little while there. They were all giants.
To be
Who else?
honest with y'all, we were supposed to get AJ
Vincent
Green.
Jackson and Andre Johnson. That
Yeah.
was still the era of the giant guys.
Right. We were supposed to get AJ Green.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Flash Gordon, bro.
Yeah. We
Remember Flash Gordon too?
Oh yeah, that was one of my guys.
talked to
young
AJ Green.
DeAndre Hopkins, even young DeAndre Hopkins, that was kind of a version of that, as well, because he was the big, tall receiver, big wingspan.
Everybody don't know this, for I finna gonna put it out there. We talked to AJ Green and his family the night before the draft.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And we told them we were gonna draft him.
It's crazy because they're both similar, but in athleticism, but like Julio is just so dominant, like size-wise.
If y'all watch college,
we're talking like the difference of like 30 pounds probably between those two.
If y'all watch college, go back and watch how Julio Jones was in college.
I mean, he was gone every time he had the ball, bro. Like,
or even high school. High school now. Go back and watch him in high school. A monster.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit. If he was close to that size in high school, like, he is killing these little kids, bro. They're little fuckers out there.
I hate to say this, but I got to give Bama their props. Bama is the top 5 wide receivers school in the United States.
They got some guys that came out of there.
Right. Bama, LSU, Clemson, the Buckeyes,
the Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a good wide receiver, you go one of those schools. I put it on everything. Yeah. And I watch college like it ain't nothing. If you want a good wide receiver, you will go to one of those schools. Calvin Ridley, one of the best route running I ever seen. But he afraid of the contact. He afraid to get hit. Julio Jones. What the other wide receiver that Cooper?
Yep, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith,
Bama,
Jalen Waddle,
Bama.
Yeah, I'm just firing off like some of the last 10-year guys.
If you want a good wide receiver, one of two you would draft. If y'all play fantasy, I finna tell you like this. Calvin Ridley finna have 1,000 yards this year, bucket.
Yeah, shit. Talk about it.
It's not that difficult to get 1,000 to consider, all things considered, because like 69 yards, I think, or 59 for over 17 games, because that extra game helps. But I like where you're going because I agree with you. I've been saying he's like a lock for like 140 targets or more.
So, and especially where he being drafted at, it's like, man, you getting that, you locking that in where he going around that man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, bucket. I'm telling y'all now,
because they should be bad. And Calvin Ward should be good. Should be better than anything Calvin Ridley's had this past 2 seasons. I think Cam Ward might be better for Calvin Ridley than Trevor Lawrence was even. I mean, because Trevor Lawrence was always
Trevor Lawrence.
I don't like Trevor Lawrence. I don't think he's that good.
I cannot.
He overthrows everybody, even
to me. Trevor Lawrence. Remember the movie? Remember the Titans?
He's on the other team.
Yeah, that's
he's
Trevor
QB
Lawrence
on the other team.
Yeah, that's Trevor Lawrence. That's Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I hate that guy too.
And you be like, damn, get that motherfucker. Yeah, get him. I don't care what you do, Dad. That Trevor Lawrence.
That's hella funny.
But going back to Kevin Ridley, I'm telling y'all now, draft Kevin Ridley ASAP.
Talk about it.
Route
Yeah,
running,
he's going late,
touchdown,
and we love it.
route running, touchdowns. He got the whole package. And you got a quarterback now?
That's my quarterback.
1,000 yards. I saying it right now. And give me my props. Give me my props.
You already know, bruh.
You already know, bro. We always give credit where credit
Right,
is.
but I'm talking to some people in the fans. They know who they talking about.
Come on now.
They know who they is. I'm telling y'all now, Kevin Ridley going to get 1,000 yards.
Let's get it.
You know who should trade for DJ Moore? If like say like you guys were making a push like the Falcons for real.
See, I like DJ Moore, but
I'll be right back.
Do DJ Moore really like himself?
I do like Darnell Mooney too, though.
To me, Darnell Mooney almost had 1,000 yards last year till he got injured. He just needed 8 yards last year.
Now. Talk about it though, bro.
So everybody say, he not legit. He not this. Well, last time I checked, you 8 yards away from 1,000. That make you legit, right?
Talk about it.
And look what he did with Justin Fields in Chicago. And that piece of shit head coach who they had in Chicago.
Bum. Oh my
So he another one. He been show the foot out this year. I'm telling y'all this because I know football.
Talk about it, bro.
Fantasy, the fantasy right here. That another person finna get 1,000 yards this year.
Who?
My wide receiver.
Mooney or London?
Mooney.
Mooney was short. He almost hit for 1,000 last year.
Right.
Everything.
So Drake London just a younger Mike Evans. That's what Drake London is. A younger Mike Evans.
Bates said when someone asks for more money after already having a contract, what stops them for asking for more money every year and over-calculating himself in a vacuum?
Let me bet.
Well, to be honest, if I were him, Scary Terry, I'd be like, you look at my stats. Y'all should offer me the money.
Come on now.
Look what I done with these sorry-ass quarterbacks y'all been giving me. Look what I done. And I'm the number one wide receiver. Yeah, I deserve that pay raise.
You know what? I just thought of something too. The fact that they have a GM that came from the Niners organization, I feel like they'll weight that thing all the way down. Like they're gonna take care of McLaurin.
But if you wait, you see what Dallas doing. They're waiting. The more you wait, the more money that pass rush around.
Oh, yeah, but see, here's the thing too: is like if we're talking Micah, you're talking about Mike Parsons.
Yeah,
like man, they could drag this thing all the way out, then tag him, and they could even tag him again after that. They could screw with him all the way if they wanted.
But if you do that, he's going to be mad, and he might not even.
But wait, come on, and we all know. I mean, you can go back to 2013 or 2012 when they gave a Tony Romo a big contract, and I remember Jerry Jones verbatim. He says, "We're paying him a Tom Brady level contract, so I need him to play like Tom Brady." This is what he said, right? But it's funny because I'm pointing this out to say he's historically would overpay someone like they're the top of the game at the position, even if they haven't quite earned it. So it is likely that they match or even surpass and reset the record at the position with Michael Parsons, because that's just what they do.
But you gotta look at the more time you wait, the more money
expensive.
he's going to want.
Okay, what do you think, Trey? Do you think Trey Hendrickson matches it or resets it again, and then Parsons is like, yes, my turn?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yes.
Trey Hendrickson is like the age. I think he'll be able to reset the market for a yearly salary, but those are going to be shorter extensions. You know what I mean?
But do he deserve it? Yes.
What are you going to give him? Like, you're going to give him like a 6-year extension to Michael Parsons?
Why not?
I'm just saying, like, it's they're more and more uncommon these days. You know
right, it's uncommon, but you gotta look at his stats.
4 to 6 is like what these guys because he's also going into the last year of his joint after this season.
Right, but you gotta look at how many sacks he's been putting up for the last 3 years. Last 3 years, he been top 5 in sacks.
I don't think he was top 5.
Who?
Michael Parsons in the last.
No, not Michael, but
his rookie year,
Cincinnati. Trey Henderson.
Oh, Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, he was number 1 the last 2 years.
Last year. Oh yeah,
right.
Last 2 years.
My bad. I thought we were talking about Parsons.
Now, Parsons, he deserves to get paid, and
and TJ Watt and Hendrick is the same age. They just born in different months.
Right. So if Dallas made him wait. If Jerry Jones made him wait, what if, let's just say that he be like, fuck it, I don't want to wait. You don't pay me now, I'm gone.
But see, that's the thing, though. Then that's where they have the leverage to dick him around, because they could tag him. I mean, they already picked up his 5th-year option as it stands, because he's going into year 4. You have to declare that when they're going into year 4 in their first round.
Right.
So that's happening already, right?
He could
say, this is where he's like, give me my money, give me the extension.
Right.
Micah was second. Micah had 12 sacks last year.
See,
if you do it this year, extend him, you can make it 4 years on top of this too. So
he averages 12 for his career. His highest was
his
14 in 2023.
Oh, that was
2022, 12 and a half, and then his rookie year, 13. So he averages 12 per season.
Yeah.
So he can say,
okay, give him the back.
And he was first in tackle. He was first in TFLs at his position with 20 of them and 13 run stuffs.
Right. He could say, you know what?
Quarterback pressures.
He could say, you know what? If you don't pay me now, Jerry Jones, I'm done.
If he had any help up there, he would get more sacks. That's crazy.
Bingo. But what they did in the draft,
and then Dan Quinn being over there in Washington, who's probably the one who wants him to get free somehow. You can't just get him from them because it's in division. So it's like that trade would be hefty. You know?
They did it before.
They have
the Herschel Walker trade where they traded. They got the whole motherfucking farm.
Minnesota.
This is true.
Yeah, remember Philly traded McNabb to Washington. Remember that?
Hey, Jerry Jones would do it though.
Right. And Dan Quinn be like Rick James.
Yeah. I mean, there's always a sucker in every trade, like you said, in the NFL.
So it happened before, and they trade all the time in that division. All the time.
They did. The Commandos did just trade away Jahan Dotson to the Eagles, now Super Bowl champion Jahan Dotson.
It happened all the time in that. And Carl said the Bears are lining up Odunze, Burden, Caleb, and Johnson's contracts in 3 to 4 years. When it comes to Odunze and Burden, one of them will win an extension and the other one will be traded. They battling for the dough.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: is like Odunze is a first rounder, so they have that extra year. They could drag that out for him. And then if he shows out this year in year 2, and then shows out again in year 3, he's the one that gets extended. And then like here's Burton. Like, see, Burton, what's crazy is like he was predominantly a slot guy in college, but man, he's so explosive. I feel like he's gonna be the outside guy. He's gonna be like the J-Mo in that offense. Right?
If you look at that division, what they done with their first pick in that division. Every team in that division got wide receiver this year in that division.
Yep.
Make sense, right?
I mean,
Detroit, Minnesota, Chicago, and the Lions. They got all wide receivers.
yeah, but the only one of high of high draft capital was Chicago taking Burton at receiver. You know what I mean? Because then Tesla was a later pick, and to Detroit.
Golden went in the first. Matthew Golden went in the first. Golden went in the first.
Yeah, you got me there. Green Bay. I forgot about Green Bay.
But also, I mean, you got to look at Chicago. They took a tight end in the first round with Leveland, and he went 10 overall or 11 or some shit like that.
It's a fucking arms race, is what you're saying.
But you gotta look at it. I don't think Detroit will be the same this year. When you lose your defensive coordinator and your offensive coordinator,
and 2 pieces off the line, one of them
for life,
retired, and Zeitler he's a free agent. I forgot where he signed at.
So when you lose all that,
did he go to Minnesota?
No, Zeitler. I don't know where Zeitler went. Minnesota got Kelly and Fries from
that's
Indianapolis.
Right. It's Fries, not Zeitler. My bad.
When you lose all that,
and they did get Kelly from
your team will not be the same. Look at Atlanta. The year we lost to Philly in the playoffs. We fired Dan Quinn. Your head coach ran off. Well, the year before. Your head coach went to San Francisco. We lost. We had that the new head coach in Green Bay, and we had another he became a head coach. So we had all this on the Falcons, and after we lost the Super Bowl 28-3, we were never the same. Now look at Detroit.
Yep.
You lost your OC, your defensive coordinator. So everybody think Detroit going to be the same. I don't think so.
I like them to be in a lot of shootouts still, though.
Oh, they're going to be in shootouts, but do you trust that head coach?
No, you're coming from a reality standpoint. I'm totally with you on that standpoint. Like
what?
They're probably going to be the one that the under might be the good money in Vegas.
Right.
When you look at their win totals, because it's just the fact that they're going to have a number 1 schedule. You know,
right.
They lost all the coordinators. I mean, do they make the playoffs? Yeah, it's a good chance. Can they still win the division? Yeah, it's a good chance. I think Green Bay. I think Green Bay. This is that year they could actually get their hands back on that division.
Right. I think Green Bay going to make some noise.
Yeah, it's really going to depend on their defense, because their offense is going to click with Josh Jacobs again, and now a healthier Jordan Love. And here's another thing I want to point out is the Eagles, when they lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs, they got poached of Shane Steichen and for what it's worth, Jonathan Gannon on the other side of the ball. And both those guys as head coaches haven't been, they haven't seen the postseason yet.
Right.
But it definitely affected, because they had a whole thing going. And then it took an entire season. And then Howie Roseman, being the genius GM, I always got to give him his props. He goes, man, fuck screwing around with this shit. We're going to go get Kellen Moore, because he's floating around. And we're going to go get Vic Fangio, because Vic Fangio was already there as an advisor a couple seasons back. And the only reason he was an advisor because he didn't want to exactly take a job. Then the Dolphins offered him it. And so he took the Dolphins gig. And then he chose the Eagles over the Niners last year, because it came out later on that the Niners were his first choice. But the Niners ultimately, they went a different direction. And he was like, cool. But he wanted to go to the Niners because obviously his time with the Niners prior to that, and his family that still resides there because of his time with the Niners. He never moved his family up out of there. You know what I mean? So he takes the Eagles gig because he's just a fucking smart motherfucker to go with what Howie Roseman says, because that's the greatest GM in the game.
And he turned a motherfucking player into a defensive player of the year, bro.
Well, if you look at the
Fucking
great,
Zach
Zach
Bond, bro,
Bond
came
from-
out of nowhere
He
and
took
went to the
Zach
defensive
Bond from
player of the
off
year.
the waiver.
if you look
Fucking
at,
A.
to me, the greatest GM ever was with Baltimore.
Oh, Ozzie Newsome?
Ozzie
Yep.
Newsome, yeah, but who do you think he took his whole game from, though?
But Ozzie Newsome,
He took it from Belichick, bro.
right?
Belichick taught that
That-
big board, the big board terminology and philosophy that came from Belichick, and
Right.
Ozzie Newsome took
So-
on their big board as a staff under Belichick. Their big board, the guy they were watching that they were going to target was Ray Lewis. Who the fuck did Ozzie Newsome take when he got there?
Ray Lewis.
He took Jonathan Ogden first.
And then he took Ray Lewis because you know why? On their big board, they had Ray Lewis up there, but this is where in the value picks.
But
You know what I mean?
do y'all ever watch?
Because at that point, Bill Belichick's not in the game too. He took when that Browns organization became the Ravens essentially, right?
Mhm.
They took everybody but Belichick and Saban.
Right.
They took that whole staff essentially, and he
Do-
took his whole ideology and ran
Do-
with it.
Do
And
y'all
I'm
ever
never
watch?
gonna knock him for what he's done.
Do y'all?
He's won
y'all-
two Super Bowl. He's won 2 Super Bowls in his era.
Do y'all ever watch this podcast called The Pivot?
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I don't watch it religiously, but yes, I've seen a bunch of episodes.
Bill Belichick was on there.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah. Go back and watch it. And Bill
Okay.
Belichick said this. He wanted Ed Reed.
Yeah, I seen that.
He said,
Yeah, he said you could put Ed Reed anywhere, bro. And he wanted
Anywhere.
Ed Reed bad.
he
Fuck.
said, but
Yeah, but Ed Reed was
Baltimore.
later on. How many years after? There was like a few seasons
Here, I'm gonna
after.
pull it up for us. I'm gonna pull that
Okay.
up for us. I'm glad you said that, Ryan. Good shit, Ryan.
He
Are we-
said,
are we
Ignorant
okay
Thinkers
showing- are we
Podcast
okay
Tuesday
showing that?
nights, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, man. Ignorant Thinkers Podcast. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Ryan and Dennis's channel, man.
Yeah.
he said his safety told him Ed Reed was a different monster.
Mhm.
And he said before he could get his hands on Ed Reed in the draft, Baltimore took Ed Reed.
Yeah, because I bet you Ed Reed was high on that board because he learned how to diagnose and evaluate players. There's a whole documentary on it where it shows them because they filmed a lot of this in real time.
Here
Yep.
we go right here. We got like a little 30-second, 40-second thing about what he gonna talk
Okay.
about.
Nice.
Greatest plays I
Wait, hold on, give me a second.
greatest plays I ever saw him make was against Manning, where he lined up on the weak side of the formation, and on the snap of the ball, he turned and ran to the middle.
And he
of the
gonna do a
field
whole
like
nother
he was gonna
360
play
to
in
go
the
over there
middle
to
of
get
the field. And
the
of course,
interception on this
he
one.
did that and came back and threw the go back to the X. And Reed knew that when he went to the middle of the field that Peyton would come back to the X. So he ran to the middle of the field, but without even looking at the quarterback, he just turned and wheeled before he got to the hash mark and just knew that was going to be the play and ran over the sideline and intercepted it.
See what I'm saying?
He said on the pivot, he wanted Ed Reed. On the pivot now. And
Hold on, bring up some more shit.
I was like, dang, can you?
Here you go right here, Ryan. Here you go, Ryan. I got it.
Can you imagine
Got it,
if
Ryan.
His rookie year, at the end of his rookie, that guy's so good. He's so good. We drafted a corner who's passed away, Leonard Myers. We drafted him the year before from the University of Miami. His rookie year, at the end of his rookie year, like November, December, whatever it was, I said, "Hey, who's the best player at Miami? You know, got a few guys down there in the draft. Is there anybody that you think's any good?" There's Ed Reed, best player on the team. I go, "Well, how good is he?" Best player on the team, best player I've ever seen. This guy's a great player. Like, okay. So I start watching him.
So let me pause it just for a second. Just to, you know what I mean, just to be 100% G with the YouTube guidelines, and I'll fast forward just a little bit.
In the AFC, and as a punt rusher, I mean, he was just, I mean, unblockable. Like, this guy was unblockable. And we had a special protection for him. We had hurricane protection. And if number 20 was on the field, we ran hurricane protection. We double teamed him, and we let somebody else go to get 2 guys on him. It was ridiculous how good, like, we were scared to death of him. The guy had him on the line, and then the Peyton Manning, where he, oh my God, where he, you know, baited him into interception and everything. Brady and I watched that play. It's like, oh my God, this guy's.
Okay, I'm watching this interview. Belichick is awesome when he's not in media mode.
Yeah, he's a cold dude,
when
bro.
You just get him talking football, he's the shit, bro.
Facts.
What I just said, Bill Belichick be playing chess. That chess right there at its finest.
Come on now.
Yeah, when you play chess, bro, the means to the end of chess is getting to the final stage. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you know what I mean? That's one thing with Belichick. Everything they do is the intention to get to the end.
Right.
And then even when you get to the end, it's finishing up.
Right.
You know
what I mean?
we're just gonna get there.
If you ask Chad Johnson, aka Ocho Cinco, on their podcast, Shannon Sharp asked Chad Johnson, he said, why it did not work out in New England. Chad Johnson said, I was not ready for what they had going over there. He said, you had the mature. He said, you had to know what everybody doing on the offensive line and the other offense, the wide receivers, the tight ends. You had to know everything.
Yeah. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Chad Johnson was like, I was not ready.
And then there's, I mean, shit. You know what's crazy is I always wondered, like, damn, because I forgot they had the little stint with Ocho. You know, they always tried to get these high-end receivers without paying up for them. You know, it worked with Randy Moss because they were able to, because there was a sucker in that deal, obviously, with the Raiders. But then, you know, they tried to replicate that over and over again. Even at one point, bringing in Flash Gordon, bringing in Antonio Brown for a cup of tea. They were trying.
Ocho Cinco. That's why I'll be watching podcasts. I'm a nerd when it comes to football podcasts.
Yeah, I rather enjoy hearing the X's and O's from the players that played the game.
Right.
Especially that we're living in a day and age where, like, you know, Joe Montana back in the days, it would have been dope to hear him, like, talk about after a game, like, yeah, you know, I saw the defense come down and they pulled a stunt right here. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that I even like, everyone hates Tony Romo. When he calls football games, I enjoy it a lot.
Right. Tony Romo,
he breaks down the game the way he saw it as a player. And is able to do it in layman's terms for the viewer. Like, oh shit, I totally saw that. You know what I mean?
Don't be surprised if Tony Romo be an OC.
Yeah, and then eventually get to being a head coach because he also has that personality.
Right. Because you just said every game Tony Romo called, you know the play, he know what time they're going to do that play, he know who's going to have the ball when they do that play.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Romo loved golf too much. That motherfucker ain't leaving golf in the booth become coach. He said, fuck that. I get too much money to call games, and I get to play golf whenever I want to, wherever I want to.
I finna say this. I finna say this. Money talk, bullshit walk.
I mean, the love of the game, if that's what it's about, he gets his fix in that, just calling the games. You know?
Call the game, and we're going to watch it this year on CBS.
Who's the greatest example of this? Right, it would be, I get someone coming out of the booth going into coaching.
As of recently, Chucky.
So it's
Chucky.
What's Brett from the Rams? He wanted to win the greatest show on turf.
Oh, Dick Vermeil? I don't
Dick Vermeil,
remember
did
him
he
on
come about?
TV,
He went
though.
coaching, then he got him in the booth, and then went back.
Yeah.
He was in the booth, right?
I don't remember Dick Vermeil
I
on
don't
TV.
remember he was really in the booth.
He might have been. I don't remember that. Because he got the Eagles to the Super Bowl and they lost to the Raiders. And then the next time we seen him was with the Rams, and I think he even came back for Kansas City. I think he even coached in Kansas City for like a year or two.
You go there with Montana? Oh no, after Montana.
To be honest with you, it's Sean Payton.
Yep. He was
okay,
in the
there
booth.
you go. I didn't think about that. He did go into the little mini booth there.
Yeah, I think he was on Fox.
He was on Fox for a minute, and they talked him into I remember Michael Irvin said, "Hey, you would be a good head coach for Denver."
The playmaker said
so. All that spit that Michael Irvin.
Right, the playmaker said so.
Right. And what do we know? He went Denver now.
Denver.
Sean Payton.
The playmaker said so.
He's smoking weed.
No, all those dudes were on Fox. They told him, they were like, "You should take that job."
Yeah, Michael Irvin then got dreads now.
Got dreads. He with Cameron and Mace on their podcast.
Facts.
It is what it is.
He's doing his thing. He got his own channel. Michael Irvin got his own channel.
Yeah. So look, I'm giving y'all the game. Y'all need to be watching the podcast. They will tell you about some of y'all favorite players out here. They keep it 100 with you. So
come on now.
Peace.
Yeah, you know what I mean? With the podcast space, it allows the present athletes, the past athletes, motherfuckers that's reporting shit. It gives them it gives them an avenue to really talk their shit and get the shit straight on the narrative that's been surrounding them, the stigmatism, whether it be good or bad or whatever. You know what I mean? One of the best podcasts there is too, y'all fucking Marshawn Lynch and Michael Robinson. That motherfucker goes crazy.
So we giving y'all the game. Y'all say y'all want to be ready for fantasy? Well, this the best channel right here.
Talk about it.
Let's go. Appreciate you, bro.
And these my guys.
Come on now.
Man, we rock. We rock with you, Ron.
So if y'all want fantasy talk, come over here.
Fella.
But I got to go. Y'all be easy.
Come on now.
Deuces.
Likewise, brother.
Come on now. 100% Ignorant Thinkers podcast, man. Tuesday nights, 5 p.m. West Coast, 8 p.m. East Coast, man.
Yeah,
man.
And like and share the show, y'all.
Come on now.
Let's go.
Them is facts. Dirty Bird, stand the fuck up, man. Oh my mama. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's one of them ones, man. Think that might be him too.
Come on now. We done got 3 hours into this motherfucker, man. We've been rocking pretty tough on this motherfucking Friday, man.
Yeah.
100%. Shout out to everybody that done pulled up, that's stuck around, that's gonna find this motherfucker later. We appreciate y'all 100%. Oh my mama, man.
For sure, man. You know what I mean? And stay tuned for OJ and a blunt for breakfast. Back at you tomorrow morning. And we got we're getting back into mid-season form. I mean, we've been in mid-season form, but next week, playmakers, we covering the football kind of back. So let's go.
Man, if you got 11 players on one side and another 11 players on the other side, and
that's called football.
If they got NFL uniforms on, man.
Hey,
it's that time of the year, dog.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? I'm not gonna downplay it. Fuck it. The Hall of Fame game, playmaker coverage. You know what I mean? The real fantasy playmakers. We are launching. That will be the launch date of the World War 32. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking war. We going to war. You know what I'm saying? And man, just shout out to our man Gang Green as usual, and the ear to the streets. You know what I mean? He's out there doing his thing in the streets. Man, my man JD says, you already know what time it is. Hard to start in this thing. You feel me? Man, take us home, JD. You know,
come on now. Don't forget about the Peacock fella, the Diamond Joe fella. 100%.
On Peacock and shit, man. You know what I mean? Diamond Joe.
Man, we in this motherfucker.
NeonPeacockMerch.com. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure y'all get signed up. You know what I mean? Get some fresh drip. We got all kind of shit in that motherfucker. Let's go.
Come on, I'm gonna take it out on this Good Friday with a few slaps. You know what I mean? 100%. We're gonna ride this motherfucker out with a few slaps. Brought to you by none other Mr. Bogart Scott-Free himself in the production of Miles Peacock. 100%, man.
Go.
Oh my mama. We'll see y'all in the morning, man. OJ and the blunt for breakfast, man. Shout out to Slim from a fan's perspective, dog.
Man.
Gang in the building, man.
Peace.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 Yeah, we make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. Hit 'em with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need a watch to see that it's our time, yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counting fits, better pay attention. I'm about a chick, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, we living that. We make plays every day, yeah. Yeah, we make plays every day, yeah. 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 Yeah, we make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
Could be one sitting in a pocket. I like to dip and dunk, but I rock it. Money, money, money is a topic. Win, win, win.
One of the ones, baby. Trifecta, we are blast from the past back to our roots. Dash for the cash, stack in the blue. Fletcher Reed, I'm the absolute truth. Big dreams, so we have to pursue. Strapped with a tool, feel the wrath of my crew. Clock switch when my rhymes itch. Beat off the hate, go my heart in the paint. If your name ain't God, I don't answer to you. Please look to me. Bogart Scott-Free, luckily I got the answer for you. Seen it trying like a sound. Look young, I got the password for you. Feeling life's game. Smoke a backward with you, smoke a back with it too. Show you how to maintain, so you never go astray. I done lay on the path for you. hot, you ain't getting your check. I made a lot off the block, how I earned respect. Put in work every day, we had to flirt with that. I'm getting on the baby side, on the baby side, on the baby side. We from the yay, we more the yay. Let's make this paper on the baby side. Yay. Yay. Tryna sit on top of the food chain. You know it's off top how we do things. I'm just tryna ball like Bruce Wayne. Move weight, tryna sit on top of the food chain. You know it's off top how we do things. I'm just tryna ball like Bruce Wayne. Scott, out in Gotham City, clocking plenty, this ain't a new thing. Pockets full of Benny with the blue face. Got them envy when they see me in that new thing. So you know I keep a semi with the blue flame. My crew deeper than a Wu-Tang. And it ain't no secret that we move things. Out the east where we lace like some shoestrings. Get up on your top like a toupee. Never bite the hand that feed you in the food chain. Cause we'll come and eat you for some loose change. Call me Scott Dillinger. I stay firing on all cylinders. I'm praying God with us, but I'm saturated in sin. Since I lost my innocence, all we do is keep it moving. About money like a motherfucking Jewish.